Good Friday evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Billy C. Rogers Stadium on the campus of Upperman High School in Baxter, Tennessee. It is rivalry night in the Upper Cumberland, and we have possibly the game of the year on tap for you. It is the 3-0 Livingston Academy Wildcats coming on the road to take on the 3-0 Upperman Bees. I am Noah McKay, on the call as always right here on the Upper Cumberland Reporter, joined by J.K. McMillan. Whole lot of fun planned tonight. It's homecoming in Baxter. We're going to have the homecoming festivities at halftime. But first, we have a great game on tap. When we come back, we're going to give you a tale of the tape between these two teams. In the meantime, make sure you hit that share button so your family and friends know they can watch this game live on Facebook. Tag them in the comments. Hit the like button. They're going to want to watch this game live. It promises to be a great one. We'll be right back when we'll break down this matchup between Livingston and Upperman. Don't go anywhere. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Buying a new vehicle can be stressful. Let our friends at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville help take some of that stress away. Their expert staff are ready to help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need. Visit them today at 1600 Interstate Drive in Cookeville or shop anytime online at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. T's Wig Galleria and Hair Accessories specializes in quality synthetic and human hair wigs and hair pieces. T's Wig Galleria has a wide selection of wigs, hats, scarves, sleek caps, wig stands, hair care products, and accessories in all price ranges. Located at 29 East 1st Street in Cookeville, they are proud to serve this community. Visit them Tuesday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. or call them at 931-303-1301 to make an appointment today.
People here see him as a human being with dreams and aspirations and have helped him move toward fulfilling, actually reviving some of those dreams.
At Signature Healthcare, we are committed to helping dreams come true. Come live your purpose at Signature Healthcare.
Welcome back to Baxter. Just over 12 minutes away from kickoff between the 11th-ranked Livingston Academy Wildcats and the 5th-ranked Upperman Bees. It's two schools separated by a classification. It's a non-region game. Livingston Academy, of course, 4A, Upperman 3A, but it is a big game field tonight. These stands are packed. They're starting to line up around the field. This is a big fight atmosphere tonight in Baxter. And JK, let's start talking about this game. And you guys started the quarterback position for these two teams. Will McDonald for Livingston Academy. Upperman has Donovan McAllister, two elite-level quarterbacks, some of the best quarterbacks in the entire state, regardless of classification, but they get it done in different ways. Will McDonald with the big arm, Donovan McAllister, dual threat with the legs as well.
And that's not to discount McAllister's arm, but McAllister is part of this four-headed running attack, I believe we branded it last week for Upperman. But he definitely tends to want to run away a lot more than McDonald does. McDonald is more of a pocket passer, as you say. But, again, it's two clashes of styles, but we're definitely in for a Mac attack either way.
Yeah, and one place where I think there's an advantage perhaps for Livingston Academy tonight is at the wide receiver position. A couple of seniors on the outside, Wesley Smith, Aubrey Hollers, look for Coach Bruce Lamb's squad to look to get it to those receivers early and often in this ball game.
We've seen Smith and Hollers in our first 2 weeks of coverage just make some absolutely stellar toe-tap sideline grabs in the end zone in the back corner, NFL-level catches. That is definitely something that Will McDonald is going to look to take advantage of.
And meanwhile, we talk about the advantage perhaps on the outside for Livingston Academy, but you look in the trenches, especially in the backfield. It's a four-headed monster, as you said, in the backfield for Upperman. You've got Donovan McAllister who can run, Zach Stewart at the running back position, Ty Duchess, and J. Ron McClellan. All four guys get significant carries, and it's hard to stop an offense that has that many running backs that can all get it done.
They can strike from anywhere, and they certainly did against Smith County. Frankly, they just ran over them last week, and Livingston's definitely got to try to stop that. We've seen a little bit of a slow defensive start for both of these teams over the weeks, but that's going to have to be pretty quick to catch up because neither one of these offenses is going to forgive any lapse in the defense.
You're absolutely right about that, and you mentioned the defenses in the first couple of weeks for Livingston. Of course, Cookeville is on both their schedules. The one common opponent, Livingston wins 28-21. Upperman gets the win 21-20. Since that Upperman game, though, since that Cookeville game for these Upperman Bees, they have shut out their last two opponents, DeKalb County and Smith County. So it's one of the best defenses in the state, and they're led by 4 elite-level linebackers. And so on the outside, you look at Livingston Academy, it appears there's an advantage there, but on the offensive and defensive lines, Upperman and Adam Kane's squad is big and physical. We'll see how Livingston adjusts to that. Just under 10 minutes away from kickoff here in Baxter. The teams will take the field when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation is a regional nonprofit helping local residents of the Upper Cumberland struggling with disease, sickness, or injury. Be a blessing today. Please give to help patients in our community. 100% of gifts may be restricted to a charitable program or to a specific fund like the Cancer Care Fund, Heart Fund, Hospice Fund, or Pediatric Fund. Our foundation is compassionate care. Your gift helps us heal. Learn more or give online at www.cookevilleregionalcharity.org. The Upper Cumberland Development District is passionate about helping people. They connect individuals, families, businesses, and local officials with resources they need to improve their quality of life. From grant writing to Medicare assistance, they are here for you. Visit them today at 1225 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville. Call them at 931-432-4111 or visit their website at www.ucdd.org today. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing provides all your award and screen printing needs. From plaques and medals to hoodies and uniforms, they do it all. Visit them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Just over 8 minutes away from kickoff in Baxter. It is a big fight field. This place is completely packed. I mean, it's starting to get up there with the numbers we saw when Upperman played Alcoa last year. That's the hype behind this game. And it really does have Game of the Year potential written all over it. There's a contrasting styles a bit between these two teams. We'll see who come out on top, and not to overlook the coaching matchup in this game. Two very good coaches. Bruce Lamb for Livingston Academy. He's been there for many, many years. Adam Kane in his second year. His Upperman Bees have not lost a game in the regular season. They've lost one game his entire 2 years since he's been here. So two very good coaches. And once again, make sure you hit that share button so your family and friends know they can watch this game live on Facebook. You can tag them in the comment section. Let us know in the comment section who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. Love interacting with the comments. Tag your friends there and hit that like and that heart button if you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Just a few minutes away, waiting on the teams to take the field. The Upperman faithful are prepared with their cowbells tonight, JK. They are pumped up for this game.
Oh, the Cowbell Brigade is out in force along with seemingly the entire city of Baxter.
It is a phenomenal crowd tonight, but if you're watching at home, we appreciate it. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us. I'm Noah McKay, joined by J.K. McMillan, as the captains now are going to make their way towards midfield for the coin toss. So while they do that, we'll take another break. When we come back, the team should be set to take the field, and we'll be ready to play football in Baxter. Don't go anywhere.
Just like every athlete, we are committed to being champions. Come live your purpose at Signature Healthcare.
If you own a business and want to help support the young talent in our community, you should consider sponsoring our broadcast on the Upper Cumberland Reporter. Our broadcasts are seen by thousands of people in the area and are a unique way for people to see your business. If you want to join in on the fun, give me a call at 915-261-9193 or call Heather at 931-252-2689. Ad spots are filling up fast, so don't wait. Call us today. Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation helps Upper Cumberland residents struggling with disease, sickness, or injury. You can be a blessing for a neighbor in need. Learn more or make a donation online at www.cookevilleregionalcharity.org. Well, welcome back to Baxter. Just over 5 minutes away from kickoff here between Upperman and Livingston Academy. Looking back to last week, you saw Upperman's game right here on the Upper Cumberland Reporter as they got it done against Smith County 42-0. Meanwhile, Livingston Academy beats Crossville 42-0. No surprises there for either one of these two teams. They continue to roll, both sitting at 3-0. And when you look ahead in their schedules, there's a really good chance that whoever wins this game could run the table and go undefeated. I mentioned it at the outset, Livingston Academy ranked 11th in the latest Associated Press poll. Upperman ranked 5th. It would not surprise, I don't think, a lot of people at all if these two teams made a deep run in the playoffs, and that's part of what makes this game so special. Perhaps it's a measuring stick game for these two programs, and something to watch. Some players to watch on both sides of the ball. First for Upperman, of course, the number one story is always with Upperman, Donovan McAllister, the quarterback, but a wide receiver who's coming into his own recently. Sophomore, Daniel Metzger. His older brother, Blake Metzger, the best running back in the history of the program, one of the best running backs in the history of the Upper Cumberland. A phenomenal running back, but his brother now making a name for himself. He caught caught a long touchdown pass that was really the dagger last week at the end of the first half for Upperman. So watch out for Daniel Metzger. And then on the other side, Nate Neely, running back for Livingston Academy. He had some success in the first game against Westmoreland, but since then hasn't been as loud as present on the stat sheet. Look for him to get it going tonight against a very good Upperman defense. And speaking of very good, talk about some of those players on the Upperman defense, especially on the line of scrimmage. It's Tavares Collins and J-Ron McClellan. Those are two monsters rushing the quarterback. Look to see if Coach Adam Kane elects to blitz Will McDonald early, try to get into the senior quarterback's head a bit, but it promises to be a great one. We're waiting on the captains for Livingston Academy at the moment. The captains out for Upperman is number 80, Jake Duchess, and number 52, Tyler Bilbrey. Two seniors. The sun is going down now. It's finally starting to cool off out here, and that's why we're thankful they play these games at night. It was a scorcher earlier today. It's still hot in this press box. And that's, once again, it's homecoming in Upperman, so make sure you stay tuned. At halftime, we'll have all the homecoming festivities brought to you by the Friends of Upperman High School athletes. The sign tonight for the Upperman cheerleaders is Homecoming Tonight Special Roasted Hog-Eyes. Very creative sign by the Upperman cheerleaders. Once again, make sure you comment where you're watching from, who you're cheering for tonight.
I don't know if Hog-Eye'd be that tasty.
Can't see exactly what Livingston Academy's sign is, but I'm sure it's good. And here come the Upperman Bees. And ladies and gentlemen, our microphones only pick up right in front of our mouths. How loud that was gives you a good impression of how jacked up this crowd is tonight. And Livingston has come out in full force as well. The other side, the visiting stands completely full. They brought their band. They're sitting out there beyond the 30-yard line. I mean, this is absolutely a big fight field, and it's something that's rare in a non-region game. It kind of has that feel of Cookeville Upperman early in the year when they played it at Tennessee Tech. Just that much excitement around it. Both these teams feel like they could be really good this year, so we'll be good. This is a good chance to see if they're right about that.
Tonight's Livingston Academy captains is number 54, Dustin Parrish. Number 18, Will McDonald. Number 53, Donnie Phillips. And number 6, Nate Neely.
Captains tonight for Livingston Academy, Nate Neely, Will McDonald, Donnie Phillips, and Dustin Parrish. Benjamin Duchess is watching from Erie, Pennsylvania, where the Duchess boys were born. Well, the Duchess boys have been getting it done for this Upperman team. Ty Duchess, kind of a gadget player on offense. They throw him in the backfield. They put him at wide receiver. And Jake Duchess plays some wide receiver, but is a force defensively. And as you see on your screen, we are presented by Ford Lincoln of Cookeville, as always, here in the Upper Cumberland Reporter. I want to say a thank you to our sponsors.
It's like you said, Noah, we are looking at a more traditional style offense with Livingston Academy and a very gadgeted, multi-headed monster of Upperman. So this is going to be a great clash.
And Upperman has won the toss. They've elected to defer to the second half, so Will McDonald and his senior wide receivers and senior running back will get their chance to try to march down the field against this Upperman defense. And I think that's a key to the game tonight for Livingston. They're going to need to score early because the later you get into this game and more this defense gets in a rhythm, it gets really hard to score on this Upperman B defense. Steven is watching from Joplin, Missouri. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a great Friday. The great part about broadcasting these on Facebook, you can watch them from all over the world. It doesn't matter what TV channels you have. You can watch it live on Facebook. Livingston Academy begins to jump, and they'll come through their banner. The Hog-Eye Country is ready for this ball game. Last year, Upperman goes up to Livingston and gets the win 21-0. Looking for some revenge perhaps tonight for Livingston. And here come the Wildcats as they come onto the field and the Upperman kicking unit comes on. 4 12-minute quarters in Tennessee high school football. The bands are rolling and we are about to get started in this huge rivalry matchup. Trey Frolick, senior kicker for Upperman, a not-so-secret weapon for Coach Adam Kane. He very rarely misses a kick. And every time I come out here to talk to Coach Kane or prepare for a broadcast, you always see Trey Krolik kicking kicks 100% of the time. I don't think I've ever come out here either during or after practice where he wasn't out there kicking kicks. He's dedicated to his craft, and it shows off. Aubrey Haller's back to receive for Livingston Academy. As long as Nate Neely, Trey Krolik backs up, and we are set to play football from Baxter. No scoreboard tonight, unfortunately, but I will tell you the score very frequently. Don't worry about that at all. You will always know what the score is as Trey Krolik puts his hand up in the air, and here we go. He boots it high and deep. It's going to be fielded about the 10-yard line by Neely. He gets to the 20, 25. He's got some room to run. He's still on his feet to the 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet, 45. And before finally being pushed and shoved out of bounds. And what a return. And that almost broke JK. That would have been a huge play. It is a huge play. Livingston Academy is going to start on their own 49-yard line. Great field position for this highly powered offense.
That is a great, no matter what, that is a great starting point for Livingston Academy. Will McDonald's going to need as much field position as he can get. We have seen him get sacked a few times in our earlier coverage, and this Upperman defense is definitely going to be gunning for him early on.
Pistol offense for Livingston Academy. Will McDonald calls down for the snap, turns into bubble screen out to the outside, and it's almost good, but it's going to get dropped. Ball is dropped by Aubrey Hollers. Just a little bit low on the pass there to bring up 2nd and 10.
Extremely screen-heavy offense from LA. We've seen it all throughout the season so far. Not exactly the start they wanted on it right there, though.
Quentin's watching from Baxter. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us. McDonald will send 3 receivers out to his right side, 1 to the left. Nate Neely in the backfield behind him. 2nd and 10 from the 49. From the pistol, McDonald surveys the field and calls for the snap. He takes it, play fakes, and then fires a screen up the middle. This is going to be broken up, incomplete on the play. Thomas Inzer with a nice defensive play. The junior comes up big, and that's something these Upperman corners are going to have to do. One-on-one coverage against these outside wide receivers for Livingston. No small feat. Thomas Inzer with a good play there.
Great way to start it off right there. Livingston, as you said, does have those 2 dangerous senior wide receivers. You have to contain them as much as possible, and so far, LA's passing offense needs a little bit of juice behind it right now.
3rd and 10 upcoming from the 49. Livingston in danger of squandering this great field position. 2 receivers are going to come out to the right side, 1 to the left. They're going to have an H-back into the game. Nate Neely in the backfield. McDonald surveys both ways. The cowbells are ringing. He's dropping back to pass. He's being pressured up the middle. He gets away from Collins. Now he's rolling to his left side. Flag is thrown, and McDonald is going to get dropped. McDonald dropped on the 46-yard line. That's short of the first down marker, and a flag is down. We'll wait on the flag and see who it goes against. Thank you for tuning in, Bradley. I appreciate you watching from Oklahoma. Our pleasure to bring it to you. Penalty is going to be a holding called against Upperman. Against Livingston. And we'll see if they accept it. It's 4th and 5 if they elect to decline this, which maybe Livingston goes for in that situation. Do you want to back them up 10 yards? They will, so they'll mark it up 10 yards, and Adam Kane's going to trust his defense and make it harder to convert a 4th down play. It'll be 3rd and 20. Interesting decision there by Coach Adam Kane. You go back and forth, but probably in that field position, Livingston's going to go for it. He wants to make it more difficult.
Well, in football, the most obvious strategy isn't always the best strategy. So, as you said, unique call, but we'll see if it plays out for him.
You see the camera shaking. It is loud in Baxter. The cowbells are ringing. The fans are yelling. 3 receivers out to the right and 1 to the left. From the pistol, McDonald takes the snap. Handoff goes to Nate Neely. He breaks it around looking for a corner. He gets hit hard and dropped. He's still on his feet. He's still rolling forward. Nate Neely not giving up on the play, but Upperman was not going to be denied there. They take him down. So the accepting of the penalty works out for Coach Adam Kane. It'll be 4th and 18 upcoming. That was some absurd strength shown by Nate Neely to not go down on that play when he's getting hit by 5 different players.
That was the Nate Neely we saw the first week for Livingston Academy, a man that just will not be brought down unless you make him go down.
Livingston comes out in the punting formation. Donovan McAllister, quarterback, safety, punter, and kickoff returner.
Yes,
punt returner.
everything.
He does everything. The kick is away, and it's a nice kick, spiraling upwards. McAllister calls for the fair catch. He fields it at about the 18-yard line. That's where Upperman will start their first drive of the game. So good field position for Livingston Academy, but they aren't able to capitalize on it. The penalty backs them up, and now Upperman and Donovan McAllister will have their first chance on offense. 10:44 left in the first quarter. Just getting things started. It's scoreless, 0-0. McAllister has Zach Stewart to his right side. He's going to send two receivers to the right, one to the left. McAllister fields the snap. He's rolling to his right side, looking downfield. Now he's going to tuck it. He's going to get hit in the backfield and taken down. That'll be a sack. Livingston Academy all over that play, stuffing Donovan McAllister in the backfield.
Livingston's defense flexing a little bit there. They're not going to let Upperman take all the shine.
Yeah, of course, a lot of hype around this Upperman defense for good reason, but Livingston Academy has given up 23 points in 3 games. That's not too shabby for themselves.
And a great job of containing a dual-threat quarterback who can just take off and run on you. They're going to have to keep McAllister under pressure and a little bit scared, honestly, if they're going to be able to put a dent in this offense.
2 backs in the backfield for Donovan McAllister, 2 receivers out to the left side, 1 to the right. He sends a man in motion, takes the snap, and he's going to roll outside with the option, then he fires it that way. It's going to be caught by Ty Duchess, but he's going to be taken down quickly about the 20-yard line. So they get to the original line of scrimmage, but it'll be 3rd and long upcoming for Upperman. 3rd and 12 upcoming for the Bees as we hit 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Now we talk so much about the offense, it looks like the defense is taking the spotlight right now, Noah.
Same formation outcoming for the Bees. McAllister, a back to either side. He takes the snap. He play fakes one way. He's going to keep the option up the middle. He's got some room to run. He cuts back upfield. Still on his feet to the 35, 40. McAllister still going. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Stiff arm. And finally's going to get taken down. Donovan McAllister turns on the Jets. A huge play for the Upperman Bees. First down all the way into the red zone.
Well, there's the second of that threat we were talking about.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bees all the way down to the 17-yard line. Donovan McAllister shows off the wheels. He takes off for a huge run.
Let's just go ahead and add running back to Donovan McAllister's list of positions.
Well, I mentioned it last week. When he's scouted, he's listed as an athlete, and I think you just saw there why he's listed as an athlete. He can play any position. He started out as a wide receiver his sophomore year before getting moved to quarterback in week 3.
So there's the 6th position.
There you go. In the shotgun now. McAllister takes the snap, handoff up the middle. It goes. Ty Duchess. He's taken down shortly after crossing the line of scrimmage. But a decent gain on first down for Upperman. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. 8:15 left to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless, but the Bees are now threatening.
Nice run there by Duchess. Had a man running bulldozer point in the front, give him a few extra yards out of that.
McAllister's going to have Ty Duchess to his right side. Zach Stewart as the H-back. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. He sends a man in motion. It's Enzer. He takes the snap. Play fakes one way. Then hands off to Duchess. He's going to get hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Flag down on the play. It was a gain of a couple perhaps, but the flag may back him up here. This may be a hold around the right end. We saw the defensive end for Livingston burst around that right side and ended up falling down to the ground. Perhaps a holding penalty here. And it is going to be a holding called against Upperman.
Hold it against the Bees.
So that'll back him up to 2nd and probably a 18. Spotted the foul. So
at the 23 where we play 2nd down. It looks like it's 2nd.
Spotted the foul, and that hold occurred in the backfield, so that's going to back them up a good distance. 2nd and 21 upcoming for Upperman. And now they're behind the sticks, not where you want to be against this Livingston Academy defense.
Absolutely not.
McAllister in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's dropping the pass. Looks to his left. He fires his receivers there. He makes the catch. It's Duchess. He's to the 15, to the 10 before finally being taken down. Donovan McAllister to Jake Duchess. Up near the first down marker. We'll see where they spot it. Down at the 8-yard line. That'll be just short of a first down. 3rd and 2 upcoming, but a 19-yard pitch and catch. A nice play design there for Upperman.
Duchess runs a great diagonal route there after he catches the ball, splits the defenders, makes them have to chase him down. He doesn't go to them. They have to come to him, and he gets extra yardage out of it.
And now another one of these backs, J-Ron McClellan, the sophomore, has checked into the game for Upperman. He stands to the left side of Donovan McAllister. Loading up the box are the Wildcats. They show blitz. Handoff goes up the middle to McClellan. He runs over one tackle. Up, dives forward. We'll see where they spot. It's going to be close to the first down marker. And that is good enough for an Upperman B first down. So they send in the big kid and to get a couple yards. And what does he do? Right up the middle for a couple yards. 1st and goal upcoming. .6:30 left to go in the opening quarter. We are scoreless.
Upperman with a great job so far, to steal a quote from Mike Vrabel and alter it a little bit, of offensive multiplicity. Keep them on their toes.
McAllister with Zach Stewart to his right side. McAllister takes the snap, hands off to Stewart, who goes up the middle. He's going to get drugged down by a host of Wildcats at the 5-yard line. Gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Red Pontiac with a front license plate, Kelsey. Lights are on. Red Pontiac with the front license plate says Kelsey, your lights are on.
It's going to be a game one in the trenches. You got some big bodies on both sides of these lines for both of these teams, and they're going to do all they can to prevent these rushing attacks from getting through.
2nd goal from the 5. Stewart's going to line up to the left side of McAllister this time. Duchess and Dalton Barney to his left side. He takes a snap. He's going to roll the entire way to the right side. And he's going to get tripped up and tackled immediately. Livingston all over that one. No gain on the play. 3rd and goal from the 5. Livingston hanging tough here. Back deep in their own end.
We've seen Livingston hang tough in the red zone several times this season. They just cinch up, and they're good enough to just get that, squeeze that last little bit out to prevent a major score.
McAllister. He's going to send 2 receivers out to his right side this time. Jake Duchess all alone on the left. He's Stewart in the backfield with him. 3rd and goal from the 5. McAllister takes a snap. He's looking to his right side. He fires. And it's going to be intercepted.
Oh.
Going the other way. What a pick by Livingston Academy. He's going to get taken down immediately. At about the 3-yard line, we'll see who got it, but an interception in the red zone. Huge play by the Livingston Academy defense, and Will McDonald gets his 2nd chance now.
You could see that the defender was reading McAllister's eyes the whole way, and he came off of his coverage, got in front of the intended receiver in the back of the end zone, and stole that one right out of his hands.
Couldn't see who caught that one, but regardless, it's an interception and great anticipation. That kind of reminded me of an interception Donovan McAllister had against Cookville. Step in front of that slant route, and you have the ball now, and so back deep in their own end, Livingston Academy will take over. They'll look to get some breathing room here against their own 2-yard line. McDonald in the pistol. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. He surveys the defense, and a flag's going to be thrown on the play. Play clock reads 00. It'll be a delay of game. That'll back them up 1.5 yards. So now they're on their own 1.5-yard line. And against this Upperman defense, that's not where you want to be. You'll take it over a score for Upperman, but they got to find a way to get some breathing room here.
Well, and you've got a 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th man with this Upperman crowd here. They're raucous, they're making noise, and they're interfering with this offense.
Pistol formation. Will McDonald. He looks at the defense. He takes the snap. He's dropping, looking to his left side. He's got a receiver there and makes the catch. He gets to the 15 before finally being taken down. Wesley Smith, the senior, his first reception of the game. There's that breathing room, first down, Livingston Academy.
Nobody better to go to than Wesley Smith, your senior guy. You've got a rapport between him and Will McDonald. Beautiful out route towards the numbers just to give him enough breathing room to get out, which they desperately needed after that delay of game.
McDonald has Nate Neely behind him, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. McDonald He takes the snap. He's getting pressure from the right side. He's going to be sacked. A big sack on the play. Number 34, J-Ron McClellan, breaks past his man on the line and drops Will McDonald in the backfield. A big play by the Upperman defense. It'll be 2nd and 16 upcoming for Livingston.
McClellan just forced his way through that line. We've seen Livingston Academy in our first few coverages. They occasionally are prone to let a man slip through the line every once in a while, but they got to tighten that up here. They're not going to let him slide.
3:44 left to go in the first quarter. It's 0-0. McDonald, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. He takes the snap. He's dropping the pass, looking left. He gets hit as he throws it. Catch is made by Aubrey Hollers. And a flag is going to be thrown there. It's going to be roughing the passer against McClellan. And that was a bang-bang play. It looked like McClellan was hitting him as he throws it. Regardless, it'll be a 15-yard penalty.
15 yards on the tail end of the play.
Saw the tail end of that look more like a little bit of a shove, but sometimes you just can't stop that momentum.
Regardless, it'll be 1st and 10 on an automatic first down.
Oh boy, the Bluebirds are out in Baxter tonight.
Ball will be placed at the Wildcat 33. It'll be 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Better field position now for Livingston. They're up to the 33-yard line, pardon me. And no, Coach Adam Kane's not going to be thrilled with that penalty. He always preaches discipline to his team. We'll see if they can right the ship. Livingston wants to build on the momentum. McDonald surveys the defense. 3 receivers left, 1 right. 5 seconds on the play clock. McDonald calls for the snap, looks left on the bubble screen. He's going to throw. It's going to be intercepted!
Oh!
Intercepted by the Upperman Bees.
Man.
Carter Shanks, the sophomore, picks off the pass by Will McDonald, and a tick for tack there. Upperman responds to the interception with one of their own. It'll be Upperman football on the 43-yard line.
Boy, that was an oh yeah moment by the Upperman Bees. They're not going to have it. This is shaping up, as much as we talked about the offense in the pregame, this is definitely shaping up to be a defensive battle if this first quarter's been anything to go by.
Larry, we will be able to zoom in a little bit when we go to commercial due to our equipment. So when we come back, we'll be zoomed in a little bit for you. But the closer we zoom in, the more grainy the picture quality becomes. So trying to find that balance. But thanks for your feedback as we go 2:59 left to go in the first quarter. Ball on the Livingston Academy 43-yard line. 2 interceptions by each team. Timeout's going to be called on the field. So 2:59 left to go in the first quarter. It's 0-0. We'll be right back. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Buying a new vehicle can be stressful. Let our friends at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville help take some of that stress away. Their expert staff are ready to help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need. Visit them today at 1600 Interstate Drive in Cookeville or shop anytime online at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. T's Wig Galleria and Hair Accessories specializes in quality synthetic and human hair wigs and hairpieces. T's Wig Galleria has a wide selection of wigs, hats, scarves, sleek caps, wig stands, hair care products, and accessories in all price ranges. Located at 29 East 1st Street in Cookeville, they are proud to serve this community. Visit them Tuesday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. or call them at 931-303-1301 to make an appointment today. Welcome back. We were able to get the camera zoomed in a little bit, but don't want to go too far to lose the quality. 2:59 left to go in the first quarter. It's 0-0. An interception by Carter Shanks has given Upperman the ball back. McAllister's going to have a back to each side. 2 receivers come out to the left, 1 to the right. He sends Dutchess in motion, takes the snap. Handoff goes up the middle to Stewart. He lowers his shoulder, still on driving forward. Still on his feet. He's finally going to get taken down to about the 40-yard line. Nice effort there by Zach Stewart to get a couple extra yards.
None of these running backs are going to go down easy tonight. Even as good as these defenses are, these running backs just aren't going to have any of it if they can help it.
McAllister's going to have a back to each side again. They've gone to this formation often so far in the first quarter. Still scoreless, 2:25 left to go in the first. McAllister takes the snap. He's looking to the left side. He's got a receiver there. To catch is made about the 33-yard line. Catch made by number 88, Colby Gehring. Pardon, that's 89, Trey Snyder. 1 number off there for the announcer. That's good enough for an Upperman B. First down to the 30-yard line.
First down. First and 10, Upperman.
I'll tell you, this has all the feeling of a playoff game so far. When you take the atmosphere, the two opponents on the field, and these are two teams that want to go a long way in the playoffs. This is good experience for both of them in this game.
Not only that, the quality of play.
McAllister, same formation as before. He sends Duchess in motion to the right side. Now he takes a snap. He's rolling out to the right side. He pump fakes, and he's going to get hit in the backfield and taken down immediately. Livingston not biting on that pump fake at all.
This Livingston defense has been doing a great job of pulling guys off the line to defend against these multiple rush options that Upperman presents at any given moment. They've scouted them, and they're definitely holding them down right now.
Dustin Parrish makes the play. He's the first man there. 1:25 left to go in the first quarter. And a new feature here at Billy C. Rogers Stadium, they've got play clocks up, which is no doubt helpful to Donovan McAllister and Will McDonald. The quarterback's looking at that play clock. It reads 7 seconds now as McAllister breaks the huddle. They're going to have to go pretty quickly here. Timeout. It's going to be a delay of game called against McAllister. So just as I'm talking about the play clock, they need to look up at it there, but it'll be 2nd and 17 now upcoming for Upperman. Once again, make sure you comment where you're watching from. Tag your family and friends in the comments so they know they can watch this game live, and hit that share button. McAllister's going to have Zach Stewart to his left. He surveys the defense and calls for the snap. McAllister's going to roll out to his left side. He's looking downfield where his receiver's there. Throw is going to be just a little bit over his head, intended for Jake Duchess. A rare miss for Donovan McAllister. That had 6 points written all over it.
Just about a half a step in front of his receiver there. But you're right, very uncharacteristic for Donovan McAllister.
Quentin Chase is at work. J.K. McMillan is my color commentator here on Friday Night Football. Different platform, different commentating crew. McAllister's going to come out in the shotgun. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. 56 seconds to go in the first quarter. McAllister takes a snap. He's going to roll out to his left side. He's got a receiver there. He fires. It's intended for Duchess again and just tips off his fingertips, and that'll be incomplete. McAllister trying to throw it on the run there and just out of the reach of Duchess, and we'll see if they elect to punt here and try to pin Livingston deep on 4th and 18.
Very uncharacteristic for McAllister. These last 2 passes have had a lot of zip on them, and they've been on target. They've just been maybe a half a foot too high, because both of his receivers have gotten fingertips on them.
They're going to send the punting unit out, it looks like. And McAllister will back up. As I mentioned, he's the punter. Raven Carpenter, the junior, is going to go back deep to receive the kick for Livingston Academy.
McAllister may also run back to make the tackle.
McAllister boots it away, and it's a kick towards the corner, and that's not a punt that they're going to like there. It doesn't get to the first down marker, so decent field position upcoming for Livingston considering the circumstances. We'll see where they spot him. All the way down to the 24-yard line, and Will McDonald now, let's see how he bounces back after interception. Do they look to throw the ball again, build his confidence back up? Of course, the senior, he's thrown plenty of interceptions, and he's thrown even more touchdowns, so he's been through this before.
It's been a minute since we've seen McDonald in the LA offense, but can't forget about Nate Neely. He was getting hot right before the interception.
3 receivers are going to come out to McDonald in the pistol formation, right side. 1 to the left. Nate Neely in the backfield. McDonald calls for the snap. Upperman sends a blitz. It's going to be a screen out caught by Raven Carpenter. He has a block out in front of him. He looks to cut back upfield, where he's going to be hit by a host of bees and taken down. It'll end up being a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. We talked about that advantage perhaps for Livingston on the outside. Looks like Coach Bruce Lamb is trying to get his receivers in space to make some plays happen. Adam Payne is proving me right at the beginning. He is sending blitz on a lot of these plays, trying to get into the backfield and hurry up these passes by Will McDonald. So time runs down, and that is the end of the first quarter of play. At the end of one quarter, Upperman and Livingston Academy are tied at 0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
People here see him as a human being with dreams and aspirations and have helped him move toward fulfilling, actually reviving some of those dreams.
At Signature Healthcare, we are committed to helping dreams come true. Come live your purpose at Signature Healthcare.
Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation is a regional nonprofit helping local residents of the Upper Cumberland struggling with disease, sickness, or injury. Be a blessing today. Please give to help patients in our community. 100% of gifts may be restricted to a charitable program or to a specific fund like the Cancer Care Fund, Heart Fund, Hospice Fund, or Pediatric Fund. Our foundation is compassionate care. Your gift helps us heal. Learn more or give online at www.cookevilleregionalcharity.org. Welcome back to Baxter as we enter the second quarter of play between these two rival schools. Livingston and Upperman were tied at 0. A very defensive battle in the first quarter. A couple of interceptions, one by each team, and it'll be a 2nd and 8 for Upperman, or for Livingston Academy rather, as we come back to action. Tammy says she hears a cowbell. Well, I think it's beyond just Michelle. Everybody's waving their cowbells tonight in Baxter. They brought them out. Crowd is ready and hyped up for this game, and they haven't been disappointed so far from an on-the-field perspective. No scoring yet, but really good defensive play.
By both teams, Livingston Academy has already gotten to, no, I was right, Upperman. I'm confused. We've been with both of these schools. Upperman has gotten to Will McDonald once already. Livingston Academy has gotten to Donovan McAllister, I believe, once or maybe even twice. These two teams are doing a great job at exploiting each other's few weaknesses, granted, on those offensive lines.
Well, Will McDonald leads his troops back out onto the field. It's 2nd and 8. Ball sitting on the 26-yard line. McDonald sends 3 receivers to his left side. He's got Raven Carpenter all on the right side. McDonald surveys the field, now calls for a snap, dropping back to pass. It's another bubble screen that's going to get caught on the outside. Looking to make one man miss, but he's not going to be able to. Catch made by Briar Mosley, but Upperman all over that one. It'll be 3rd and 8. Donnie, we can't zoom in anymore, and if you zoom in anymore, the picture will be unclear, and we'll continue to focus, so this is as far zoomed in as we'll be able to go. We'd rather have a clear picture than a very blurry picture up close. So that's why it's at the distance it's at right now. Thank you for watching, though. 11:20 left to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 7 for Livingston. Upperman tries to shoot the gap on the snap. They do so. McDonald has nowhere to go, and he is going to be sacked. Tavares Collins gets into the backfield. Tavares Collins is 6 feet 5 inches tall, 270 pounds. The blitz works for Adam Kane. It's 4th and long, and Livingston will be forced to punt.
That was a great bull rush by Upperman there to just break through. Even that run-up, that more you see it in college more than anything, that run-up right before the snap, great timing, and McDonald just had nowhere to go.
McAllister backbeat to receive the kick. Snap is taken, and the kick is away, and that's going to be a roughing the kicker called against Upperman as McAllister fumbles the snap, or the punt, and falls on top of it. And Tavares Collins jumped towards the punter there looking to block the kick, and he got right into the gut of the punter. If it's roughing the kicker, it will be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. If it's running into the kicker, it's a 5-yard penalty. And we'll see who this one goes, what penalty they go with here. Big call. It's a personal foul, roughing the kicker, and that looks like the right call there. Looking for the block kick. Unfortunately, the kick got away, and so that's a roughing the kicker. And another chance for Will McDonald on this drive. It'll be a 15-yard penalty, an automatic first down.
Blocking a punt or a kick generally is a lost, not exactly a lost, but a very unique art in football. You've got to be able to hit that ball without hitting that kicker, and that's extremely hard to do.
Tammy, we appreciate your kind words. Thanks for watching. It's our pleasure to bring these games to you every Friday night. The cowbell starting to ring now. The crowd's trying to give some more boost to this Upperman defense. They just got off the field, and now they're right back on it. Maybe a chance here for Will McDonald to take a shot down the field. McDonald takes the snap. He's got a handoff to Nate Leary. He surveys the field and dives forward. It'll be a good gain of about 4 for Nate Neely and bring up 2nd and 6.
Neither one of these offenses has been very willing to deviate from that rushing attack. A lot of them running it straight up the middle. Upperman more a fan of running it to the corners, but it hasn't really worked for them. These two defenses are just swarming on any of these rushing attacks.
Under 10 minutes to go in this first half. We are still scoreless at 0-0. It's been a defensive war so far. McDonald in the pistol. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. He's got Nate Neely behind him. He takes the snap. Play fakes. He's going to fire outside where the man is there, and it's bobbled and dropped. Aubrey Holler's the intended receiver, and Holler's unable to come up with that catch. 3rd and 6 upcoming for Livingston after the drop pass.
Looks like the receiver there may have made a mistake that pretty much any pass catcher in any level of football will do, and tried to take off before he had possession of the ball.
9:35 left to go in the second quarter. Play clock down to 15. Will McDonald's going to hurry up to get this snap off as the play clock's down to 5. He's in the pistol. Timeout's going to be called by Upperman head coach Adam Kane. So 9:35 left to go in the second quarter. We are scoreless. We'll be right back. The Upper Cumberland Development District is passionate about helping people. They connect individuals, families, businesses, and local officials with resources they need to improve their quality of life. From grant writing to Medicare assistance, they are here for you. Visit them today at 1225 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville. Call them at 931-432-4111 or visit their website at www.ucdd.org today. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing provides all your award and screen printing needs. From plaques and medals to hoodies and uniforms, they do it all. Visit them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back to Baxter. 9:35 left to go in the second quarter. Upperman and Livingston Academy tied at 0. It's 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats as we come out of the timeout. Upperman appeared to get off the field defensively, but a roughing the kicker extends the drive. And now Livingston will look to convert on the 3rd down. And the crowd now starting to get loud again in Baxter. McDonald takes the snap. He's dropping back to pass, looking to his right side. He's hurried. He fires out to his right side. Receiver's there, and it's going to be incomplete. Nearly caught. It'll be 4th and 6 upcoming. Brandon says the cowbells are killing me, but yep, Baxter faithful have come out with their cowbells tonight. There's probably 100 different cowbells ringing at one time tonight. So the Upperman defense gets off the field again, and McAllister back deep to receive the kick. Perhaps look for Upperman not to send people to try to block this kick. Snap is taken. The kick is away, and it's a high arcing kick. McAllister calls for the fair catch and makes it at about the 28-yard line. They'll spot him at the 29. That's where McAllister and the Upperman offense will take over, looking to score the first points for either team in this game.
I hate to borrow a cliche from about 1965 in the AFL, but this is going to be a game of attrition for sure.
Once again, stay tuned at halftime as we'll have homecoming coverage brought to you by friends of the Upperman High School athletes. And also taking around the area, and look at the scoreboard as McAllister sends Enzer in motion. He's going to hand off up the middle to Stewart. He bounces off one tackle, but he's going to get taken down immediately. Gain of 1 on the play. Pardon, that's actually Ty Duchess on the carry there. Gain of 1 for him. 2nd and 9 upcoming. Ty Duchess, 6 feet 1 inches tall, 185 pounds, just a sophomore, so he could potentially become a very good player for Coach Adam Kane over the next few years. 2nd and 9, McAllister takes a snap, dropping back to pass. He fires out. Metzger's there. He makes the catch, looks to cut inside. He's going to get hit and pushed out of bounds. So a quick out route there from McAllister to Metzger. Gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 3.
One thing you've got to say about the ball carriers for both of these offenses so far, they have been an absolute load to bring down, no matter their size. We've seen Duchess run right into walls and not go down with the first or even second guy that hit him. They want this win. They want these points. They want to prove to the state that they are the real deal, both of these squads.
8:24 left to go in the second quarter. We are scoreless, 0-0. McAllister takes the snap. He hands off from the right side. There's a big hole there to the 45-50. It's Ty Duchess. 40, 30, still on his feet. 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Upperman. Ty Duchess, 64 yards to the house for a Hog-Eye Realty touchdown. Call our friends at Hog-Eye Realty at 931-526-7718. They can help you with your real estate needs. That's a Hog-Eye Realty touchdown for Ty Duchess. 64 yards. The tie is broken. Upperman leads. Trey Krolik on to kick the extra point. Snap is taken by Enzer. Krolik's kick is away, and it's good. 8:06 left to go in the first quarter. Upperman leads 7-0.
Just like every athlete, we are committed to being champions. Come live your purpose at Signature Healthcare.
If you own a business and want to help support the young talent in our community, you should consider sponsoring our broadcast on the Upper Cumberland Reporter. Our broadcasts are seen by thousands of people in the area and are a unique way for people to see your business. If you want to join in on the fun, give me a call at 915-261-9193 or call Heather at 931-252-2689. Ad spots are filling up fast, so don't wait. Call us today. Welcome back to Baxter. This has been a hard-fought game. It was scoreless until the sophomore Ty Duchess takes it up the right side, 64 yards for a touchdown. Trey Krolik's PAT makes it 7-0. Upperman's up, and now Will McDonald and the Livingston offense will look to respond.
Just as I mentioned Duchess not going down on first or even second contact, he splits the entire left side of the defense and takes it 64 yards to the house.
Upperman faithful on their feet, ringing the cowbell. They are loud. Krolik comes up to kick it away. And it's going to be a pooch kick up. It's going to be fielded at the 19. Gets under the arms of the intended receiver. That's Nate Neely. He picks it up, and he's going to get hit and taken down by a host of bees at the 21-yard line. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. So Will McDonald and this Livingston Academy offense still looking to try to get into this rhythm. No small task against this Upperman defense, but now down 7-0. They're going to need to get something rolling here pretty quickly. McDonald with Caleb Robinson in the backfield. McDonald takes the snap, turns, play fakes, fires up the middle. His receiver's there, and the catch is made. Aubrey Hollers. Nice gain on first down. He's 2nd and 1.
That's where McDonald's been at his best, that quick release. If he holds on to the ball for too long, there's been an occasion for defenders to come around the line and hit him from his blind side. We've seen several times this season. But McDonald absolutely at his best with that quick release.
.7:30 left to go in the second quarter. It's 7-0 in favor of Upperman. McDonald with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He takes the snap. He's going to turn off and hand off to Robinson, who lowers his shoulder. He's going to bum past the first down marker, and he actually puts the ball out towards the end of that play. He'll be marked down to the 35. That's good enough for a Livingston Academy first down.
And there they go, getting into that rhythm you mentioned, Noah. Just what they needed at this moment. They've got to come back. They've got to try to match this score. Keep it scoreless, keep it close. Not scoreless, but tied, rather.
Once again, make sure you hit that share button so your family and friends know they can watch this game live. Hit the like and the heart button if you're enjoying the broadcast. Appreciate you spending your Friday night with us as we go under 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Cowbell starts to ring again. Snap is taken. Catch is going to be made by Hollers on the outside. He looks to juke a corner, but he's going to be unable to do so. He'll be taken down at about the 40-yard line. Gain of 5 on first down. It's 2nd and 5 upcoming for Livingston. Will McDonald starting to get in a rhythm with Aubrey Hollers. Perhaps that's 2 receptions for him on the drive. Second and 5 upcoming for Livingston. Robinson lines up behind McDonald. Carpenter goes out to the right side. McDonald takes the snap, blitz coming. It's going to be a draw play to Robinson. He jukes a man in the open field. A nice spin move, still on his feet to the 50. Still cutting back upfield to the 45 before finally being taken down. And Caleb Robinson showing off the moves, and now a flag after the play is over. That looks like it may go against Upperman too. A big play for Livingston Academy. And for the first time since the first drive, they are into Upperman B territory.
Flag comes out at the end of the play.
And this looks like it was going to go against Upperman as one of the Bees took their players to the ground.
It's a beautiful example of a draw play there with basically every running back move you can pull for evasiveness. Great job there by Robinson.
Caleb Robinson with a vicious juke in the middle of the field there to keep going and get to that second level. And it's a big gain as the officials continue to discuss. They may end up calling offsetting penalties here. It's going to be a personal foul, and it looks like it will be offsetting penalties, so neither one of them will count. It'll result in a first down for Livingston Academy after the big run by Caleb Robinson. 5:48 left to go in the second quarter. Upperman leads 7-0. Livingston is driving. McDonald, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. He takes the snap, turns, hands off to Robinson. Robinson bounces around to the right side, looking to find an edge, but he's not going to get there. Tackle for no gain, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Down at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of about 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Other than the few plays that have got through, both of these defenses have been very effective at chasing down the ball carrier. There's the overwhelming majority of runs have not gotten anywhere near past 5 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Time goes under 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Livingston wants to tie it up. McDonald sends 3 receivers to his left side. Raven Carpenter lines up to the right, and Caleb Robinson is the tailback. He takes the snap, dropping back to pass, fires in the middle of the field. Man is there. He makes the juke, still on his feet to the 20, still on his feet, 15, 10, before finally being drugged down from behind. And what a play by the Livingston Academy offense. Briar Mosley makes the reception, and it'll be 1st and goal for Livingston. There's that rhythm for the Livingston Academy offense.
That was a great job. That was almost some John Woo movie stuff. Bodied one of his defenders and sent him into another one of his own teammates. So you take out 2 with 1 stone in a way and gain another probably 10 or 15 yards of what would have been a stop right there at about the 25-yard line.
Nice play by the junior wide receiver for Coach Bruce Lamb's squad. It's first and goal from the 7. Timeout's going to be called by Coach Adam Kane. So 4:38 left to go in the second quarter. It's 7-0. We'll be right back. Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation helps Upper Cumberland residents struggling with disease, sickness, or injury. You can be a blessing for a neighbor in need. Learn more or make a donation online at www.cookevilleregionalcharity.org. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Buying a new vehicle can be stressful. Let our friends at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville help take some of that stress away. Their expert staff are ready to help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need. Visit them today at 1600 Interstate Drive in Cookeville or shop anytime online at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. Welcome back to Billy C. Rogers Stadium. 4:38 left to go in the first half. Upperman leads 7-0, but it's first and goal from the 7 for Livingston Academy. A few big plays by this LA offense has them driving downfield looking to tie the game.
You mentioned at the top of this drive they had to find a rhythm. Boy, they've got that. They've got rhythm. They've got mojo. They've got the beat. They've got everything under the sun, and they're knocking on the door right now.
Timeout was called by Upperman, perhaps to give the defense a breather. Caleb Robinson remains the tailback in the game for Livingston. McDonald in the pistol. Takes the snap. Handoff goes to Robinson around the left side. Cuts back upfield. He's going to get hit about the 5. A flag is down. And Robinson gets driven backwards. If this goes against Livingston, which it is, it's going to be a hold against the Wildcats, and that's a big play in the grand scheme of things.
Again, something we've seen several times, push them to the numbers and then force them to stop and think about it and swarm while they're thinking.
That is holding against Livingston Academy. Ball gets spotted all the way back at the 20. It'll be first and goal from there. Thomas Enzer checks into the game for J-Ron McCullen. The Bees will deploy the 3-4 defense. 3 receivers come out to the right side, 1 to the left. Caleb Robinson stands behind Will McDonald. McDonald takes the snap. He's dropping the pass, looking left, now right. He's got a man in the seam, but it's going to be incomplete, just out of the reach of Aubrey Hollers, and it'll be second and goal. .404 left to go in the second quarter. It's 7-0 in favor of the Bees. So a holding penalty backs up Livingston. It's now second and goal from the 20. McDonald surveys the field, puts the mouth guard in his mouth. He takes the snap. He looks to his right side. It's a bubble screen caught by Carpenter. He cuts upfield. He's going to get taken down. Spotted down at the 16-yard line. It'll be third and goal from there.
LA finally going back to their bubble screen heavy offense that we've seen them run all season so far. Had a bit of a miscue on the very first play from scrimmage, but they're going back to it now. They get about 4 yards. They're driving, but they need a big drive right here, big drive ender rather.
Third and goal from the 16-yard line. This time continues to roll to 3 minutes and 26 seconds. And Livingston may just elect to call a timeout here, as the play clock continues to roll down. So when we come back, it'll be third and goal from the 16. We'll be right back. Tees Wig Galleria and Hair Accessories specializes in quality synthetic and human hair wigs and hairpieces. Tees Wig Galleria has a wide selection of wigs, hats, scarves, sleep caps, wig stands, hair care products, and accessories in all price ranges. Located at 29 East 1st Street in Cookeville, they are proud to serve this community. Visit them Tuesday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. or call them at 931-303-1301 to make an appointment today. Welcome back to Baxter. 3:17 left to go in the second quarter. It's 7-0 in favor of Upperman. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 16-yard line for Livingston when we get back to action. Once again, make sure you stay tuned at halftime. It's homecoming tonight in Baxter, and we'll have homecoming coverage brought to you by friends of Upperman High School athletes. You'll be able to hear exactly what's heard in the stadium from the PA system, and then when we come back after homecoming festivities, we'll take you around the area and look at the scoreboard for different teams and preview the second half. So you're not going to want to go anywhere during halftime. A lot of fun stuff going on tonight. .3:17 left to go in the second quarter. We'll see what Coach Bruce Lamb draws up for his Wildcats out of the timeout. McDonald still has Caleb Robinson behind him. Receiver out to the left, 2 out to the right. Baxter is on its feet. McDonald takes the snap, he's dropping the pass, looking left, his receiver is there, and it's going to get broken up. A nice play by the Upperman defense, pass intended for Wesley Smith. And that incomplete pass brings up 4th and goal from the 16. T. Beatty is the kicker for Livingston Academy, a reliable kicker for this team. We'll see what Coach Lamb elects to do here.
Great job by that Bees defense to pull the double pincer, get one man on each side, pinch him in the middle, and make sure he can't catch it.
Carter Shanks gets credited with the pass breakup. He had an interception earlier on tonight. And Will McDonald stays on the field. Maybe Livingston's just going to run the clock down and take another timeout here to decide what they want to do.
One more time, right, a new down.
We're going to burn another timeout. 3:08 left to go in the second quarter. It's 7-0. When we come back, it'll be 4th and goal for Livingston Academy.
People here see him as a human being with dreams and aspirations and have helped him move toward fulfilling, actually reviving some of those dreams.
At Signature Healthcare, we are committed to helping dreams come true. Come live your purpose at Signature Healthcare.
3:08 left to go in the second quarter. It's 7-0 in favor of Upperman. Livingston was rolling down the field. They had a 1st and goal from the 6. A holding call backs them up. A couple of incomplete passes later, and it's 4th and goal from the 16. And we'll see if Coach Bruce Lamb wants to kick a field goal or go for it here. And it looks like T. Beatty is going to take the field to attempt the kick. My math is right. This is a 34-yard attempt for T. Beatty. McDonald is the holder. Beatty from 34 yards out. Snap, set, kick, high and arcing, and it is good. T. Beatty money from 34 yards out. And with 3:03 left to go in the second quarter, Upperman now leads 7-3 over Livingston. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation is a regional nonprofit helping local residents of the Upper Cumberland struggling with disease, sickness, or injury. Be a blessing today. Please give to help patients in our community. 100% of gifts may be restricted to a charitable program or to a specific fund like the Cancer Care Fund, Heart Fund, Hospice Fund, or Pediatric Fund. Our foundation is compassionate care. Your gift helps us heal. Learn more or give online at www.cookevilleregionalcharity.org. T. Beatty nails a 34-yard field goal to get Livingston Academy on the board. That's the first points given up by this Upperman B team in over 2 games. Upperman leads 7-3, and perhaps an opportunity for the Bees when you look at the situation. 3:03 left to go. That's enough time for a drive, and then Upperman gets the ball to start the second half. So this Livingston Academy team is going to have to buckle down defensively to make sure that they don't give up a big lead to the Bees.
Livingston's shown an ability to stop some of this, especially this Upperman rushing attack, but they have shown the propensity, especially with that Ty Duchess, 64-yard touchdown, to just break a big play and negate anything the defense could have. They've got plenty of time to do that and more if they want to.
That Duchess rush was a 64-yard touchdown as the kickoff goes out of the back of the end zone. So Upperman will start on the 20-yard line. And you mentioned it seems like a long time ago, but that was the last drive for Upperman. It was a 64-yard touchdown rush for the sophomore Ty Duchess up the right side.
Very lengthy drives for both teams so far.
McAllister gets the play call, and now he'll give it to his team. Zach Stewart and Ty Duchess in the backfield. One receiver left, two out to the right. Livingston Academy is going to play man-to-man coverage on these wide receivers. Snap is taken. Play fake, and McAllister had a hold at one end. He goes to the other side, and he's still rolling his way forward to the 25, still on his feet for finally being drugged down at the 26-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play for Donovan McAllister. It'll be 2nd and 4.
McAllister with that great backpedaling motion to just keep the pile moving.
2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the second quarter. .26-yard line, 2nd and 4 for the Bees. Ty Duchess lines up to the right side. Zach Stewart to the left. McAllister takes the snap. He's going to hand off to Stewart. He's got an edge to the right side. He gets to the 30, shakes off one tackle, still on his feet to the 35, rumbling his way forward to the 39-yard line. That 13-yard rush by Zach Stewart is good enough for an Upperman B first down. Upperman leads 7-3 over Livingston Academy. 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Stewart with a great job bouncing off like a pinball off that first tackler and doing the old tightrope walk down the sideline.
First and 10 for Upperman with 1:45 left to go in the half. McAllister. He takes the snap. He's dropping back the pass, rolling to his left side, looking deep downfield. He's forced to tuck it. He spins back towards the inside. Stiff arm, still on his feet, still looking downfield. Puts it back up, and now flings it downfield where his receiver's there along the sideline, and almost making a phenomenal tiptoe catch was Jake Duchess. Ultimately, a lot of running for Donovan McAllister. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Again, a great job by that Livingston Academy defense. Just had everybody swarmed. Even as much time as McAllister had to try to make a play develop, he had to go for the desperation heave, and unfortunately it was just threading the needle a little bit too close.
Clock is stopped at 1:30 left to go in the half. It's 7-3 in favor of the Bees. McAllister, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. He takes a snap, hands off to Duchess along the right side. He cuts upfield. Ball's out, fumbled. It's going to be recovered by Livingston Academy. A big play by the Wildcat defense, and now a chance for them after the fumble to try to take a lead in this game. Ty Duchess not happy with himself on that play. The ball gets punched out. It's recovered on the 45-yard line, and now Will McDonald and Livingston have some momentum.
Now Livingston Academy gets a little bit of a reversal of fortune. Now it's their turn. 1:23 on the clock, still plenty of time, especially from roughly, where are they, the 50-yard line? Plenty of time to make a play, get a touchdown, get a field goal, and go in with a little bit closer of a score, or maybe even the lead as we go into halftime.
Upperman gets the ball to start the second half, and now after the turnover, it's Livingston Academy ball. McDonald surveys the field. He's being blitzed. He throws it out to Wesley Smith, who makes the grab. He cuts upfield. He's got some room to run, lowers the shoulder, and dives forward to about the 36-yard line. Senior to senior, McDonald to Wesley Smith. It'll be 2nd and about 1 after that 9-yard gain.
Of course, you got to give Wesley Smith the credit on the catch there, but you also got to give the credit to the other receiver who came in, set the pick, and just drove that defender off of Wesley Smith to enable that gain. Otherwise, Smith's going down right there. This Livingston offense is in tune with each other.
McDonald and the pistol as we have another 50 seconds to go. He drops back to pass, fires, man is there, and makes the catch. Still on his feet, it's Aubrey Hollers cutting upfield. He's finally going to get hit and take it down at the 26. 42 seconds to go in the quarter. Time will stop as they reset the chains. McDonald goes down, and he's going to spike the ball quickly, and time will stop with 38 seconds to go. No timeouts left for Livingston Academy, so something to keep in mind there. After the spike, it'll be 2nd and 10. Aubrey Hollers and Wesley Smith on back-to-back plays, showing off some of the elusiveness that makes them such a dynamic tandem at the wide receiver position. McDonald has 2 receivers out to each side. 37 seconds to go in the quarter. With Robinson behind him. McDonald takes the snap. Blitz comes, but he gets out to his man. Raven Carpenter makes the catch and gets out of bounds near the first down marker. Will McDonald to Raven Carpenter. That's a money connection there for Livingston Academy. Clock stops with 29 seconds to go as Carpenter smartly gets out of bounds there. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. It'll be 3rd and inches upcoming. They may actually elect to measure this. They are going to measure this. It's very close to the first down marker. And we wait on the signal. And it's going to be 3rd and inches. 29 seconds left to go in the half. Livingston driving after the turnover by Upperman. Uncharacteristic of the Bees, 2 turnovers so far in this half. Livingston was unable to capitalize on the first. They're trying to capitalize on this one as we near halftime. And once again, stay tuned for homecoming coverage at halftime, brought to you by friends of Upperman High School athletes. You'll hear what they hear in the stadium and have all the homecoming festivities. Then we'll take you around the area and look at the scoreboard. Third and 1 upcoming for Livingston. McDonald surveys the defense, now takes the snap, handoff goes to Robinson, he cuts up to the left side, still on his feet, shaking off a tackle. Time will stop as they reset the chains at 22 seconds. And Livingston rushes up to try to spike the ball here. McDonald spikes the ball quickly, and 18 seconds to go. 18 seconds to go in the half. It's 2nd and goal upcoming for Livingston at about the 12-yard line.
Seconds. Upperman does have a timeout if they see anything they don't like or if they want to talk about it.
I believe this referee huddle is about the clock. It ran a few seconds after the first down was made.
And then it reset.
They take the clock down onto the field. In high school football, if the first down is made, they stop the clock as they reset the chains, same way as they do in college. The officials are discussing it. We'll see what they do with the clock here. The head official will run over and give an explanation to Livingston coach Bruce Lamb.
I saw the play clock there, or the game clock rather. It seemed to end at 23. It started running, they reset it, and then it began running again. So there may be a little bit of confusion here.
The B defense trying to hype up the crowd. Ball on the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10 after the spike. Not sure exactly how much time will be on the clock. We'll wait and see. And now the official's going to trot over to the other sideline. Talk to Coach Adam Kane. This is a very lengthy break here. You wonder if that will impact the rhythm that Livingston was in offensively.
It's been quite a while.
And this is as quiet as it's been all night as everyone's trying to figure out what is going on here. And Coach Adam Kane looks up towards the press box here. They keep the clock on the field, but the press box can adjust it.
I was going to say, I saw the clock run, so there may be confusion about. Oh, they're resetting it.
They set it back up to 20 seconds. So all of that goes for 2 seconds on the clock. It's 2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line. Livingston threatening. They trail Upperman 7-3. McDonald in the pistol. He takes the snap. He's looking left. Now fires downfield. His man is wide open. It's Aubrey Hollers. 5, end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown. touchdown, Livingston Academy. That's a Holcomb Realty touchdown for Livingston Academy. Will McDonald to Aubrey Hollers, pardon me, for an 11-yard touchdown pass. That's exactly what the Wildcats needed. They now hold their first lead of the game. It's 9-7, and T. Beatty will look to make it 10-7.
Again, another great job by Livingston to pull the defenders off by breaking the receiver towards the sideline, but still giving him enough room to make the catch, turn around, and get into the end zone on this particular occasion.
Beatty's kick is up and good. So with 14 seconds to go in the second quarter of play, Livingston leads Upperman 10-7.
The Upper Cumberland Development District is passionate about helping people. They connect individuals, families, businesses, and local officials with resources they need to improve their quality of life. From grant writing to Medicare assistance, they are here for you. Visit them today at 1225 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville. Call them at 931-432-4111 or visit their website at www.ucdd.org today.
Welcome back. 14 seconds to go in the second quarter of play. Livingston Academy has tallied 10 consecutive points. They lead 10-7 over Upperman. That time they capitalize off a fumble in their own field position and march right down the field for the touchdown. It's an 11-yard pass from Will McDonald to Aubrey Hollers.
Great job to keep the momentum going, as you said, through that lengthy game clock discussion.
Some of the energy sapped out of this building. You could feel it a little bit. This is uncharted waters under Adam Kane to be trailing even this late into a game. Beatty puts his hand up and runs up to kick it away. And it is a big line drive that's going to get beyond everybody and go out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. We'll see what this Upperman offense elects to do here with only 14 seconds to go in the half. They do have one timeout. Upperman appeared to be rolling when they scored that 64-yard touchdown pass from Ty Duchess from 64 yards out, but since then Livingston Academy has taken control a bit. They lead 10-7. Upperman gets the ball to start the second half. And they're just going to elect to take a knee here, so Adam Kane will have to go and make some adjustments. Bruce Lamb's going to want to continue to do what they've been doing. McAllister takes the knee and hands back to the officials. So when we come back, we will have homecoming coverage from Baxter. At halftime, Livingston Academy leads Upperman 10-7. We'll be right back.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing provides all your award and screen printing needs. From plaques and medals to hoodies and uniforms, they do it all. Visit them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Just like every athlete, we are committed to being champions. Come live your purpose at Signature Healthcare.
If you own a business and want to help support the young talent in our community, you should consider sponsoring our broadcast on the Upper Cumberland Reporter. Our broadcasts are seen by thousands of people in the area and are a unique way for people to see your business. If you want to join in on the fun, give me a call at 915-261-9193 or call Heather at 931-252-2689. Ad spots are filling up fast, so don't wait. Call us today.
Welcome back to Baxter as we sit at halftime. Livingston Academy leads Upperman 10-7, and now it's time for homecoming coverage brought to you by Friends of Upperman High School athletes. Enjoy homecoming coverage. When we come back, we'll take a look at the scoreboard and give you a preview of the second half. But here's homecoming coverage from Upperman.
I told Brandon, like, I know where that came from. It had like fur on the inside, and the collar was like purple and white, or purple and yellow, with a little bit of white stripes. Got the little collar. Like, yep, I know where that came from. Not the hundred. No, there's at least 100. Yep. They just run around. So he's listening to this, and he's watching the Braves, and he's sending me updates on the Braves. Yeah. And so I was like, this isn't too good. He's like, not so good, but it'll get better. Braves are.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the 2019 Upperman High School homecoming festivities. We begin this evening's festivities with the crowning of the band Sweetheart. This year's band Sweetheart is Miss Trinity Mullins. Trinity is the 17-year-old daughter of Brandy Mendez and Carlos Mendez. Trinity is a member of the UHS marching band and is a trumpet captain. She is also a member of FCA, Fantasy Club, and Junior ROTC. After graduation, Trinity plans on joining the military and studying to become a chef. Trinity is being escorted tonight by Miss Rachel McKenzie Sliger. Rachel is the 18-year-old daughter of Tim and Shauna Sliger. Rachel is a member of FCCLA, UHS Marching Band, and Spanish Club. Mr. John Oliver will now present our band Sweetheart's crown. And now our band sweetheart, Trinity Mullins, will be crowned by Upperman Principal, Mr. Billy Stepp. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause as we recognize band sweetheart Trinity. Our next activity will be the crowning of our 2019 football queen and court, who are chosen by the football team. To begin, we would like to recognize our freshman football attendant, Miss Haley Latane Carr. Haley is the 14-year-old daughter of Jason and Misty Carr. She is a member of UHS Cheer Squad. Take two. Our next activity will be the crowning of the 2019 football queen and court, who are chosen by the football team. To begin, we would like to recognize our freshman football attendant, Miss Haley Latane Carr. Haley is the 14-year-old daughter of Jason and Misty Carr. She's a member of the UHS Cheer Squad, Beta, and Young Life. Haley is being escorted tonight by senior football player Stephen Trey Snyder. Trey is the 17-year-old son of Trent Snyder and Holly Chaffin. Trey has been a member of the UHS football team for 4 years as a wide receiver. Our sophomore attendant is Miss Jenna Beth Wilkin. Jenna is the 15-year-old daughter of Luke and Julie Wilkin. Jenna is a member of the UHS Cheer Squad, FCCLA, and FFA. Jenna is being escorted tonight by senior football player Colby Blade Garrett. Colby is the 17-year-old son of Sean and Jed Hotzenpiller. Colby has played for UHS football for 4 years as a wide receiver. Our junior attendant is Miss Caitlin Michelle Hargrove. Caitlin is the 16-year-old daughter of Don Hargrove. Caitlin has been a student aide for UHS football for 4 years. She is also a member of the UHS Select Choir. Caitlin is being escorted tonight by senior football player Nicholas Stacy. Nicholas is the 17-year-old son of Amanda Stacy and Jeremy Walker and Bobby and Peggy Stacy. Nicholas has played all 4 years for UHS football and has played as linebacker and fullback. Our senior attendant is Miss Savannah Jewel Scott. Savannah is the 17-year-old daughter of Ronnie and Michelle Scott. She has been a member of the UHS cheerleading squad for 4 years, Beta Club, and Young Life. Savannah is escorted tonight by senior football player Caden Nash. Caden is the 18-year-old son of Gary and Valerie Nash. He has been a member of UHS football team for 4 years as a fullback and middle linebacker. And now we present to you our 2019 football queen, Miss Chrissy Deanne Burton. Chrissy is the 17-year-old daughter of Tim and Misty Burton. Chrissy has worked as football student aide for the UHS football team for 4 years. She is also a member of Walk Across Tennessee and FFA. Chrissy is escorted tonight by Jacob Colton Butler. Jake is the 17-year-old son of JT and Donna Butler. Jake has played for UHS football for 4 years as offensive tackle. Chrissy's flower girl is Cheyenne Lynn Jones. Cheyenne is the 5-year-old daughter of Keith and Natasha West. She enjoys painting and arts and craft. The crown bearer is Mr. Easton Tucker Spurlock. Easton is the 5-year-old son of Matthew and Candace Spurlock. He enjoys riding his four-wheeler. And now Upperman Principal, Mr. Billy Stepp, will crown Queen Chrissy. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you our 2019 football queen, Chrissy Burton, and her court. Our final activity tonight is the crowning of the 2019 Football Homecoming Queen and presentation of her court, who are chosen by the entire student body. This year's freshman homecoming attendant is Miss Abby Ray Charlotte Moores. Abby is the 14-year-old daughter of Davy and Misty Roach and Amanda Dixon. She is a member of the UHS soccer team. Abby is being escorted tonight by Tavares Collins. Tavares is the 17-year-old son of Jessica McLean Juarez. Tavares has played football at UHS for 4 years as defensive offensive tackle. This year's sophomore homecoming attendant is Miss Briley Adams. Briley is the 15-year-old daughter of Jerry and Rachel Adams and Jason and Missy Shanks. She's a member of the UHS cheer squad. Briley is being escorted tonight by senior football player Jacob Duchess. Jake is the 18-year-old son of Ben Duchess and Shannon Duchess Neal. Jake has played football for UHS for 4 years as wide receiver and linebacker. Our junior attendant is Miss Sophie Irene Jenkins. Sophia is the 16-year-old daughter of Anthony and Cecilia Jenkins. Sophia is a member of Beta and FCCLA. Sophia is being escorted tonight by senior football Alex Brown. Alex is the 16-year-old son of Kyle and Karen Brown. Alex has played football for UHS for 3 years as a left guard and nose tackle. Our senior attendant is Miss Cassidy Nash. Cassidy is the 17-year-old daughter of Joe and Tiara Nash. Cassidy is a member of UHS volleyball team, Beta Club, and Young Life. Cassidy is being escorted tonight by senior football player Zachary Wayne Stewart. Zach is the 17-year-old son of Pat and Dana Stewart. Zach has played football at UHS for 4 years as running back and linebacker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present to you our 2019 homecoming queen, Miss Jordan Isabella Underwood. Jordan is the 17-year-old daughter of Jared and Jackie Underwood. Jordan is president of FCCLA, has been a member of the UHS cheer squad all 4 years, is a member of Young Life, and was a delegate for Girls State. Jordan is being escorted tonight by senior football Donovan Matthew McAllister. Donovan is the 17-year-old son of Damon and Jennifer McAllister. Donovan has been a member of the UHS football team for 4 years as quarterback and strong safety. Jordan's flower girl tonight is Zoe Roberts. Zoe is the 7-year-old granddaughter of Teresa Nelson. She is a Stingers cheerleader and enjoys spending time with her cousins. Jordan's crown bearer is Cooper Williams. Cooper is the 7-year-old son of Dustin and Casey Williams. Cooper is a Stingers football player and also enjoys basketball, baseball, and riding dirt bikes. And now Upperman Principal, Mr. Billy Stepp, will crown Queen Jordan. Please join me in a round of applause for our 2019 homecoming queen, Jordan Isabella Underwood, and her court. We would like to thank everyone who made tonight's festivities possible. We'd also like to thank all of you for coming to tonight's game and supporting our school and students. We are Upperman. Go Bees!
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Buying a new vehicle can be stressful. Let our friends at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville help take some of that stress away. Their expert staff are ready to help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need. Visit them today at 1600 Interstate Drive in Cookeville or shop anytime online at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. T's Wig Galleria and Hair Accessories specializes in quality synthetic and human hair wigs and hairpieces. T's Wig Galleria has a wide selection of wigs, hats, scarves, sleek caps, wig stands, hair care products, and accessories in all price ranges. Located at 29 East 1st Street in Cookeville, they are proud to serve this community. Visit them Tuesday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. or call them at 931-303-1301 to make an appointment today.
People here see him as a human being with dreams and aspirations and have helped him move toward fulfilling, actually reviving some of those dreams.
At Signature Healthcare, we are committed to helping dreams come true. Come live your purpose at Signature Healthcare.
Welcome back to Billy C. Rogers Stadium. That was your homecoming coverage brought to you by Friends of Upperman High School athletes. A few minutes away from getting the second half underway, let's take you around the scoreboard. Here in this game, Livingston Academy leads 10-7 after scoring 10 unanswered points. Upperman will get the ball to start the second half. Elsewhere, Cookeville up 22-6 over White County at halftime. Monterey up 14-7 at halftime over Harriman. For those fans of Upperman, I know you always like to keep an eye on Alcoa, what they're doing. Well, they played Maryville yesterday, and they got handled 17-3. Maryville defeats Alcoa. First loss for Alcoa in over 2 years. Watertown is up 28-7 at 3:15 left in the second quarter over DeKalb County. Grace Christian up 28-7 over York. The York Dragons struggling to open up the year. They're down big against Grace Christian. Cannon County, who Upperman faces next week, all over community at halftime, 47-0. Trousdale County up 35-0 over Gordonsville. And elsewhere in Region 4-3A, Bledsoe County leads Grundy County 14-6 at halftime. There's your look around the scoreboard in the area, just a few minutes away from kickoff of the second half. When we come back, we'll preview the second half. Don't go anywhere, right here on the Upper Cumberland Reporter. Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation is a regional nonprofit helping local residents of the Upper Cumberland struggling with disease, sickness, or injury. Be a blessing today. Please give to help patients in our community. 100% of gifts may be restricted to a charitable program or to a specific fund like the Cancer Care Fund, Heart Fund, Hospice Fund, or Pediatric Fund. Our foundation is compassionate care. Your gift helps us heal. Learn more or give online at www.cookvilleregionalcharity.org.
The Upper Cumberland Development District is passionate about helping people. They connect individuals, families, businesses, and local officials with resources they need to improve their quality of life. From grant writing to Medicare assistance, they are here for you. Visit them today at 1225 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville. Call them at 931-432-4111 or visit their website at www.ucdd.org today.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing provides all your award and screen printing needs. From plaques and medals to hoodies and uniforms, they do it all. Visit them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Welcome back to Baxter. Just under 3 minutes away from getting the second half underway. Livingston up 10-7 over Upperman. Robin, as soon as the game is over, it will be up. It will remain on Facebook. You can go back to halftime and watch the homecoming court. The game in its entirety will remain on our Facebook page as soon as we go off the air, and you'll be able to rewind and fast forward to wherever you want. So after the game, be sure to go back and watch that if you missed any of the homecoming festivities. And let's recap the first half. It was a back and forth first quarter, no scoring. It was a defensive battle, couple turnovers for each team, and then Ty Duchess gets Upperman on the board early in the second quarter, the sophomore with a 64-yard touchdown rush, and it appeared that Upperman had all the momentum at that point, but then Livingston Academy hung tough. They marched right down the field on a drive capped off by a T. Beatty 34-yard field goal to make it 7-3. And then Will McDonald and the Livingston offense capitalizes on a turnover in their own end with a minute and a half left to go in the second quarter. They march right down the field and score on an 11-yard touchdown pass from Will McDonald to Aubrey Hollers. The PAT is good, and that gives us our score of 10-7 right now. This game is living up to the hype so far. There's been some good offense, there's been some good defense, and it's anybody's game.
This is absolutely just the irresistible force meets the immovable object that we thought it would be. Anytime anybody's gotten any momentum, it immediately goes back the other way. Nobody's had this game in hand the entire way through. We'll see if that changes. Obviously, Livingston Academy had a great drive to cap it off, even through that lengthy clock delay that we had. Momentum certainly would appear to be on their side, that time didn't affect them. But again, Upperman, you cannot count them out at all. You can't count either one of these teams out at any point, ever.
This is an Upperman B team that a year ago against Alcoa was down 21-0. They came back, they could have one-possession game, and they're perhaps a different officiating call away from beating Alcoa in that game. They're not going to go anywhere. They were leading at halftime against Cookeville. They trailed in the third quarter. They came back and won that game. It's a very resilient team under Coach Adam Kane, but that being said, it's very rare under this regime that they've been down at halftime. We'll see how they respond. They have a senior quarterback at the helm, but so does Livingston Academy. Both these teams desperately want to win. We talked about it. You look at the schedules, looks like either one of these teams could go undefeated if they win this game, and there's a big difference at the end of the year, regardless if this is a region game or not, which it's not. And of course that means when it comes to playoff seeding, it's not going to matter. But you would much rather be 10-0 than 9-1. There's a lot to play for in the second half of this game.
Well, it's bragging rights just to be able to beat each other. You say this is a rival game, but also it's like you say, this is possibly the barrier between undefeated and 9-1, 10-1, whatever you want to call it. But either way, both of these teams looking to make deep playoff runs, but they want to prove it to the other team that they can say they were better.
Upperman will get a chance to respond. You take out that fumble at the end of the half by Upperman, they're winning right now, so you know they got to feel okay about their game plan coming in, and we'll see what they can do. Their only touchdown came on a big play by Ty Duchess, so we'll see if they can build some offensive rhythm. We mentioned that before the last Livingston Academy drive, and they marched right down the field. Upperman will look to do that now.
I'm sure Coach Kane's got them back in the groove now in the locker room, but as you said, they're not used to being in this scenario, and the crowd is not used to seeing them in this scenario. They were just sitting on their hands here to end the half, and you know, there's been times it's been deafening. We can't even hear each other, and we're sitting right next to each other. So very unusual territory, but Coach Kane will try to bring them out of this.
T. Beatty on to kick it away as we get set to start the second half. Livingston Academy, white jerseys, blue numbers and trim. Upperman, white jerseys, gray numbers, gold trim, white helmets. One half of football to go to decide a winner in this big rivalry matchup. I said it at the beginning, I'll say it now. Big fight field. Fans are lined up too deep around the outside of the field. The visiting stands are packed with the folks from Overton County. We're at that point in the game right here with one play can totally change the outlook of the game for either team. Once again, tag your friends in the comments section. They may have dipped away during halftime, so they're going to want to come back and watch the second half. Hit that share button. Let them know the more shares, the better. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us. I'm Noah McKay, joined by J.K. McMillan. Here we go in the second half from Baxter. The kick is away. Duchess is under it. He lets it bounce into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Third touchback of the game for T. Beatty. And Upperman will start on the 20-yard line. Next Wednesday, hope you'll join us for the Upper Cumberland Reporter Coaches Show. Buddy Pearson and I will sit down and break down all the games from around the area and preview next week. And next Friday night, we're going up the mountain to an undefeated Monterey Wildcats team. They are getting it done, and they will be live on the Upper Cumberland Reporter. Pre-game coverage set to start at 6:45. Coach Scott Hughes has his team rolling. They're up 14-7 at halftime right now over Harriman. So perhaps we'll be visiting a 4-0 Monterey team next week. McAllister in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands off to Stewart. He lowers the shoulder and falls forward. Livingston has been very solid in the interior of the defensive line, perhaps better than some expected them to be considering the physicality of this Upperman offensive line, but the LA defense has stood tall so far.
They've consistently stuffed the run, both at the edges, too. They've done a great job, as I've said before, of running these runners that go out off the tackle, running them to the edge, and forcing them out of bounds.
2nd and 8 upcoming for Upperman. McAllister with Stewart to his right. McAllister takes a snap. He's dropping the pass. Fires. Enzer's there. He makes the catch. Turns upfield. Dives forward. He'll be short of the first down marker. Taken out of the 29. It'll be 4th and 1. Scoring update from around the area. Mason Bowman, the freshman running back from Monterey, with a 6-yard touchdown rush, gives Monterey a 21-7 lead with 4:34 to go in the third quarter. Livingston leads 10-7. It's 3rd and 1. Big play in the game right here for Upperman. McAllister. LA shows blitz and then they back off. McAllister with the hard count. Linebackers creep back up, and they are blitzing. Handoff goes to Stewart up the middle. He dives forward, gets to the 31, and that's good enough for an Upperman B. First down. 2-yard rush by Zach Stewart, and a first down for the Bees.
Very much late 90s football here. Just move slow, move efficiently. You don't have to have a big play every single play.
10.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. First and 10 Bs on the 31-yard line. McAllister. Two receivers right, one to the left, takes a snap. He keeps it around the right side for himself on the read option, shakes off the tackle to the 35, to the 40, spins, still on his feet to the 45 where he's taken down. A 15-yard rush by Donovan McAllister, and that's good enough for another Upperman B first down.
Again, we hit on Donovan McAllister and his elusiveness. I got to say, with the ability, the running ability that he's shown, he may look more like Deuce McAllister than Donovan McAllister.
Donovan McAllister, if you watch the Upper Cumberland Reporter Coaches Show, I said he has as good a chance as anybody to win Mr. Football this year coming into the year. He's lived up to the hype so far in his senior year. First and 10 Bs on the 45-yard line. He sends Enzer in motion. Snap is taken, he play fakes to Enzer and then dives to the right side, still on his feet to the 50 before finally falling down. And a hole had formed for Donovan McAllister. He gets tripped up, but they're into Livingston Academy territory. It'll be 2nd and 5 on the 49-yard line.
I definitely had first down written all over it, but he stumbled coming out of a cut there.
9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 10-7 in favor of LA. Upperman has a 2nd and 5. McAllister's going to send two receivers to the left. One to the right. He has an H-back and tailback. He takes the snap. Handoff goes to Stewart. He's got a hold of the right side. He's to the 40. Lowers his shoulder and runs through a tackle. He's going to get taken down at the 37-yard line.
Down to about the 37-yard line of Wildcat territory.
That's more than enough for an Upperman B first down. A couple of different backs starting to get it rolling. The quarterback McAllister, running back Zach Stewart.
That Upperman rushing attack starting to establish itself on the corners, like I said earlier. Livingston hasn't been having it up to this point, but Upperman may have found the secret magic trick there.
McAllister, two receivers left. He has Stewart with him in the backfield. He takes a snap. Handoff goes to Stewart. Stewart cuts upfield. He's going to get hit immediately and taken down. Gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Livingston may be letting a little bit of pressure go on the exterior parts of the running attack, but they're still pretty solid right up the middle.
McAllister's going to send two to the right, Barney and Metzger. Gehring out to the left, Zach Stewart in the backfield with him. He sends in motion, a man. Handoff goes, no, McAllister keeps it up the middle on the read option. He faked everybody, including myself, out. He's going to get tripped up, taken down at about the 30-yard line.
Actually, it'll be at the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 3.
3rd and 3 upcoming for Upperman. A nice play fake there by Donovan McAllister. Been very impressed by Livingston Academy's tackling ability so far. It's not easy to take down these backs in open field, but they've been very successful at it. That's kept some of these runs from becoming big chunk gains. McAllister, Stewart to his right side, 3rd and 3, big play here. H-back goes in motion. Snap is taken, McAllister keeps it up the middle for himself, still on his feet, falls forward to about the 26-yard line. And that's good enough for an Upperman B first down. And that's an example, I think. You think all the way back to July when I sat down with Coach Adam Kane on our first episode of the Upper Cumberland Reporter Coaches Show, and he said, Donovan McAllister told me he's the guy that wants the ball in his hands in the big moments. That 3rd down was a big moment. McAllister keeps it himself and gets the first down.
That was a big moment. That was a big heart by McAllister. Livingston saw the fake coming. They adjusted to attack him, and he still went forward for the 3 yards and the first down. Great effort there by Donovan McAllister.
1st and 10 on the 26-yard line. McAllister takes the snap. He's dropping pass. Now he's going to run up the middle himself. He gets around to the left side. Now tries to cut up field. He's going to get taken down quickly. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7.
It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Another shoelace tackle by Livingston. We've had a few of those on this drive. Second and 8, 6:26 left to go in the third quarter. It's 7-10 in favor of Livingston Academy. McAllister in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Handoff goes to Stewart. He's hit as soon as he meets the line of scrimmage and is taken down. He'll lose a yard on that play. It'll be third and 9, pardon me. Zach Stewart's just been unable to get it rolling uphill.
Ball will be put down at the 25. It'll be 39.
Ball spotted on the 25-yard line. 5:55 left to go in the quarter. Another third down for Upperman. They're 2 for 2 so far in this drive.
Upperman absolutely chewing the clock. Over half the quarter already gone on this one drive.
They've kept it on the ground exclusively. McAllister. He takes a snap. He's rolling out to his right side. He throws. His receiver is there. It gets over the head of Enzer. He got a hand on it, but just a little bit of a miscommunication there. And McAllister sailed it a bit. It'll bring up 4th and 9 for Upperman, and now decision time for Coach Adam Kane. Sitting on the 25-yard line. That's out of Trey Krolik's range, but you don't want to punt from here. They'll go for it.
McAllister's had a few of those. I believe that's the third, if my count is correct, where he's had it right on the money. He's just a little bit too high. Very uncharacteristic for Donovan McAllister.
So a big 4th and 9 play for the Bees. Clock's all the way down to 5:30 to go in the third quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. McAllister takes the snap. He's dropping back to pass. He's blitzed. It's a screen pass, which is going to be caught by Ty Duchess, but he's going to get taken down immediately. The LA defense all over it, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The ball will go to Livingston Academy. The Wildcat defense stands tall. That momentum we talked about stays with LA.
LA's kept the momentum. They're also, that defense is just superb. When the stop needs to be made, Livingston Academy will make that stop almost every single time.
So after the turnover on downs, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the 23-yard line, and Will McDonald can give his team some breathing room on this drive. Caleb Robinson still the back. We haven't seen Nate Neely since he took a big hit on a kickoff. McDonald in the pistol. He takes the snap. He's dropping back to pass, looking deep downfield. It's going to be a screen out to Robinson, who has a lot of room to run. He looks to juke one man, but he's going to get swung down immediately. Upperman all over it. And that's really impressive by that linebacking core of Upperman. It looked like he had all day to run, but they collapse on it and take him down. 2nd and 9 upcoming.
That was a great job by the Upperman tackler there to put him in the spin cycle. He may be a little bit disoriented getting up from that one, but the point is he did not let go of his man. Beautiful tackling. Get those arms around him and don't let him go.
Clock continues to roll. We're under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 10-7 in favor of Livingston. McDonald surveys the defense. He's looking everywhere. Has the mouth guard in his mouth. He takes the snap. Handoff goes to Roberts. It's going to be bobbled. It's a play fake. Now it's pass intended for Smith. And Smith is dropped. And a flag is thrown on the play. And I'm not sure what they're going to call here, because that was not a dirty hit in the least. If this is a foul against Upperman, this is an absolute bad call. Straight up.
The only way I could see it going against Upperman may have just been that there were 2 players there and one had a little bit of a hit afterwards, but again, that's not, this is...
They both jumped at the ball. Wesley Smith had to go up for the catch, and he's hit by 2 different areas. Nobody hit him in the head. That is not an illegal hit by Upperman.
No, that he was absolutely not.
And coming from us, we don't have a dog in the fight, but we'll see what they're going to go with here. And they're going to call personal foul targeting against Upperman.
Wow.
And I'm sorry, I don't see it at all on that play.
No,
and now that'll hype the fans up. But they call targeting against Upperman, and that is a phantom penalty right there. That was absolutely not a targeting. Regardless, Livingston gets a 1st and 10. So we'll see how this Upperman team responds. Can Livingston jump on him if they're disoriented a bit? Snap taken by McDonald. He hands off. Nate Neely back in the game. He's going to get hit by a host of defenders. Take it down at the 45. Gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. And, you know, that's the one thing you don't want to see. It's a 3rd down play, and Upperman defense makes a great play, and the officials insert themselves into the ball game with an absolutely horrible call.
Nobody ever wants to see ref ball. The only thing that could have made that targeting was the low hit on the receiver. His head went down. He didn't hit his head, but it looked like it did.
That's a bad call at every level of football regardless. Moving on, 2nd and 4, McDonald with Neely behind him. McDonald takes the snap, he's dropping back to pass. The screen outside to Nate Neely, who makes the catch, and he's going to get hit out of bounds at the 50-yard line. That's good enough for a Livingston Academy first down.
That's enough for another Livingston first down.
LA keeps momentum, but, unfortunately it comes by dubious means. I mean, you're absolutely right. That was absolutely not a targeting. I mean, I can understand it. It's a little bit of a bang-bang, and the referees don't have the view that we do, but that absolutely was not targeting.
3:26 left to go in the third quarter. Livingston leads 10-7. It's their ball at midfield. McDonald takes the snap. He's getting blitzed. He screens it out to the right side. Hollers is there. He's hit and dropped. Tackle made by Zach Stewart. The linebacker comes up and drops Aubrey Hollers. It'll be 2nd and long upcoming for Livingston. And the Cowbells are out again. They are hyped up in Baxter.
Great play by Zach Stewart to snuff out that screen by LA. Upperman needs some momentum back, and they've just gotten it.
Score alert, Sparta scores first in the second half against Cookeville. White County hanging tough. It's 22-12 in favor of Cookeville. McDonald in the pistol. 2:26 left to go in the third quarter. He takes the snap. Handoff goes to Neely up the middle. He's hit and dropped immediately. Upperman defense all over him. J-Ron McCullen with the tackle.
As he gets rolling, it's going to be 3rd and about 11.
This is always interesting. After a controversial moment in the game, how do the teams respond? You can either fold down in that moment, or you can come up to it, and the other team can take advantage of the momentum they get off of that play. 3rd and 13. Baxter is on its feet. They're making noise. You'll see the camera shake. It is deafening here. 3rd and 12 for Livingston Academy. 3 receivers go out to the right side. 1 to the left. McDonald with Neely in the backfield. Upperman drops 7 into coverage. McDonald drops back to pass, fires downfield. Receivers there, and it's going to be incomplete. Just behind Aubrey Hollers, almost makes a great catch. It's incomplete, and it's 4th and 12 and a punting situation for the Wildcats.
Upperman comes back, as you said. How do they respond? It took them a few plays, but they're back. They're rolling. The defense has just absolutely put an extreme halt to any LA momentum, and now they're rolling. This is their chance to strike back.
Livingston leads 10-7. And Monica, we're not for anybody here. We cover both these teams. We've done 3 Livingston Academy games. If that call goes against Livingston Academy, we call it a bad call then too. That's just the way it is. Snap taken by the punter, and the kick is away. Deep downfield, McAllister is there to receive it. It's going to bounce, and it takes an LA bounce, and they're going to pin him deep. A great punt by Livingston Academy down to the 8-yard line.
That's where the Bees will take over 1st and 10.
Monica, we appreciate you watching, and we're fully aware Livingston is up in the Upper Cumberland. This is why this is their 3rd game we're broadcasting this season. We don't have a dog in the fight, just calling the game as it happens. 1:20 left to go in the third quarter. It's 10-7 in favor of Livingston Academy. Upperman has a 1st and 10 back deep at their own 8-yard line. McAllister in the shotgun. 1 receiver to each side. He sends a man in motion, takes the snap. McAllister keeps it for himself up the middle, cuts upfield. He's going to get hit by a host of Wildcats and driven backwards. LA defense swarms to that play. We have about 4. We'll say 2nd and 6.
This young man, Donovan McAllister, no matter what, he is listed as an athlete. That's what he is. To be able to drive 4 near-grown men that distance this many times, that is unbelievable.
Another scoring update. Cookeville scores to make it 29-12 over White County. Cookeville staving off an attack by White County. 10-7. LA leads, 44 seconds to go in the third quarter. McAllister in the shotgun on 2nd and 6. He takes the snap, dropping back to pass. Pump fakes one way, then looks to tuck it and run. Still looking downfield. He jukes one man. He's going to get taken down. A nice open field tackle there. See who made the tackle on the play. Is
just shy of the 17-yard line.
They bring up 3rd and 2.
with 31 seconds on the clock.
And that was a great tackle in open field by Livingston Academy. McAllister, shotgun with Zach Stewart to his left side. It's a 3rd and 2. Important play in the ball game here. 31 seconds to go in the third quarter. McAllister takes the snap. He hands off to Stewart up the left side. He lowers his shoulder and dives forward to about the 20-yard line. That's good enough for an Upperman B first down. And that may have been the last play of the third quarter. We'll see if Coach Adam Payne elects to run another play or not.
Upperman driving slowly but surely. Got plenty of breathing room now as the clock ticks under 20 seconds.
McAllister comes back into the huddle. They may elect to run another play here.
Looks like they're going to try for one.
Maybe they tried the hard count here. We'll see if they actually snap it. Play clock with 13, game clock with 4. McAllister stands there, and he's not going to call a play. So at the end of 3 quarters of play in Baxter, the Livingston Academy Wildcats lead Upperman 10-7. We'll be right back.
The Upper Cumberland Development District is passionate about helping people. They connect individuals, families, businesses, and local officials with resources they need to improve their quality of life. From grant writing to Medicare assistance, they are here for you. Visit them today at 1225 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville. Call them at 931-432-4111 or visit their website at www.ucdd.org today. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing provides all your award and screen printing needs. From plaques and medals to hoodies and uniforms, they do it all. Visit them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back as we enter the fourth quarter of play in this rivalry matchup. Livingston Academy leads 10-7 over Upperman. It was a scoreless third quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bees on their own 20-yard line when we get back to action. Thank you for the kind words, Christy. It's our pleasure to bring these games to you every week. Brandy is cheering for Livingston Academy. Her team is up 10-7 as we enter the fourth quarter. Scoring update. Cookeville leads White County 29-12. Monterey leads Harriman 27-7 in the fourth quarter of action. Lori is cheering for the Bees. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us. Minutes left, an important game. Livingston Academy, the 11th ranked team in 4A. Upperman, the 5th ranked team in 3A. Both these teams with postseason aspirations. Three-point lead for Livingston as we get set to go in the fourth quarter. McAllister's in the shotgun with Zach Stewart to his right. Snap taken. It's a bubble screen to the outside, and Enzer has to lay out for it. He makes the catch, but nothing further there. A little bit out in front of them on the pass. It'll be 2nd and 8 upcoming for Upperman. Donnie, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that.
That was a Herculean effort to reach out for that catch there, but again, very uncharacteristic of what we've seen from Donovan McAllister to not be exactly on the dot precise. This is very unusual.
Will McDonald has been on the mark precise, and that's part of the reason why his team is up 10-7 right now. But McAllister and his offense on the field. McAllister takes a snap, rolling to his right side. He pump fakes, now turns, looking downfield. Daniel Metzger's there. The ball is right there for him. Metzger makes the catch at midfield before finally being slung down at the 46-yard line. Well, that pass was on the money. Donovan McAllister to Daniel Metzger, and Metzger was the player I said to watch at the beginning of the game. He shows it off there. Some nice speed from the sophomore.
Yeah, he must have heard me. Beautiful strike over the middle to Daniel Metzger. Can't write it up any better than that. Picture perfect.
Those plays can sometimes be momentum shifters. We'll see how this Livingston Academy defense responds. McAllister gets into the huddle with 17 seconds left on the play clock. First and 10 for Upperman on the 47-yard line. McAllister takes the snap. Play fakes to Stewart and is going to run it himself to the left side. Cuts upfield to the 40. Flag is thrown here, and a Livingston Academy player looked like he was throwing punches onto one of the offensive linemen for Upperman. I'm not sure who this flag's going to go against. An LA player lost a helmet, and then he appeared to go after the player who ripped the helmet off. This is going to be an interesting call here because it looked like a helmet got ripped off, but then after that happened, there was some retaliation. This will be an interesting call here by the officials.
In an ideal world, it'd be offsetting, but of course, I won't get into the referees. You all know.
Looks like this may go against Upperman. It's going to be holding called against the Bees, and that will be the only penalty. So they're just going to back him up 10 yards. An interesting play there, but they call holding against Upperman, and that'll be a 10-yard penalty. It'll remain first down, 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
It's going to be a 10-yard mark-off from the spot of the foul.
All the way back at the 43-yard line.
First
First and 20 upcoming for Upperman.
It's going to be first and 20.
So a momentum changer for Upperman, and then Livingston Academy draws a penalty, and now Upperman's behind the chains. Back and forth game.
Yeah, the momentum graph looks like an EKG thus far.
10:26 left to go in the ball game. It's 10-7 in favor of Livingston. McAllister takes a snap, rolling out right now. He's going to tuck it and run to the right side. He cuts upfield to the 45, spins before finally being taken down at about midfield. And McAllister's helmet got ripped off. Upperman wants a flag, nothing thrown. This rivalry matchup, the heat's starting to ratchet up a bit as we get into crunch time. It'll be second and about 13 from where they spot it. Coach Adam Kane has his hands up looking at the officials, and McAllister's helmet comes off, so he actually has to take himself out of the game for a play. Thomas Enzer, the backup quarterback, will take over for this one play as McAllister has to come out. And considering the game script right now, you can't burn a timeout if you're Coach Adam Kane because it's a close game. So Enzer's going to take a snap at quarterback. McAllister in the shotgun, or pardon me, Enzer in the shotgun. Force a habit. One receiver right, two to the left. Let's see if they let him throw it here, if they just run it. Snap taken. Handoff's going to go to Stewart up the middle, and another helmet's been taken off, and a flag is thrown on this one. Let's see who this goes against. Help, 3 plays, 3 helmets taken off. Who is this one going to go against?
It's getting a little chippy here in Baxter this evening.
This one looks like it's going to go against Upperman as well. The Bees struggling with penalties so far.
You know, it's always good to inject a little bit of emotion into the football game, but if you get a little bit too much in, you can get sloppy.
Illegal hands to the face called against Upperman. That's another 10-yard penalty, and it'll be second and very long for Upperman.
Wow.
It's going to be a replay of second down.
And now Donovan McAllister could check back into the game for Upperman, but it's back to where they started, second and about 20. Have to have a substitution here. I think Enzer remains at the quarterback position. He's dropping back to pass, looking left. He's going to fire deep downfield. McAllister there at the wideout position. He's getting held back. He goes up for the grab, and it's incomplete. And the Upperman faithful want a pass interference called. They don't get it. Enzer throws deep downfield for Donovan McAllister. I mentioned it. He used to be a wide receiver. No flag on the field. It'll be third and long.
That call could have gone either way, but you've got 2 guys sitting right there. They're waiting on the pass. I understand why the referees may be hesitant to throw it, but again, you kind of got to go with their judgment in these scenarios.
That's a bang-bang call, a tough call for any referee to make. Third and 20 now, 9:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. And for Upperman now, perhaps time running out to get some offensive rhythm. Livingston Academy looks to stand tall here, and they'll want to drain some clock if they can get the ball back. McAllister, he'll be back. Coming outside is a receiver, Enzer. Let's see if they take another shot up for him. McAllister lines up to the left side. Thomas Enzer in his arm up to the left, and a whistle is blown. Timeout's going to be called by Livingston. Oh, a flag is thrown. They're going to say timeout called by Livingston. No flag.
Timeout. Livingston.
9:29 left to go in the fourth quarter of play. It's 10-7 in favor of LA. We'll be right back.
Just like every athlete, we are committed to being champions. Come live your purpose at Signature Healthcare.
Welcome back to Baxter. It'll be 3rd and 18 for Upperman out of the timeout. 9:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. An interesting formation on the last couple of plays. Thomas Enzer, the backup quarterback, has been in at quarterback, and Donovan McAllister's been lined up at wide receiver. Perhaps looking to gain an advantage on the outside for Upperman. Bruce Lamb calls a timeout. They want to make an adjustment to it. We'll see if they come out with that same formation.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, McAllister did start off as a wide receiver. He more than has the capability of making dangerous plays from that wide receiver position, so you can understand the hesitancy on Livingston's part.
We'll see who is the quarterback on this play. And it's going to be Donovan McAllister returning to his starting QB position. He's going to send 3 receivers to the right side. Daniel Metzger's going to come out to the left, and Stewart's going to be in the backfield. Single coverage on Daniel Metzger. An interesting battle to watch there. Enzer in motion. Handoff goes to Enzer. Now he's going to throw. He looks downfield. Daniel Metzger's there wide open to the 20. Can he catch it? He lays out and it's incomplete.
Man!
Pass incomplete.
Exciting moment in the game there. Livingston Academy dodges a bullet. Metzger got 3 behind on the trick play, and he laid out for it, was unable to come up with it, and now a punting situation for Upperman.
Again, a similar story is what's happening with Livingston no matter who's throwing the ball, Upperman. There's just been one step behind the receiver, unfortunately.
Well, now Will McDonald and this Livingston Academy offense will look to drain this clock with 9:21 left to go, or even score a touchdown. That could be a dagger. McAllister back deep to punt it away. Raven Carpenter back deep to receive. McAllister takes a snap and he punts it. It's a high arcing kick, not a lot of movement on the ball. It bounces out of bounds just ahead of the 20-yard line. So 9:12 left to go in the ball game. It's 10-7 LA. We'll be right back.
If you own a business and want to help support the young talent in our community, you should consider sponsoring our broadcast on the Upper Cumberland Reporter. Our broadcasts are seen by thousands of people in the area and are a unique way for people to see your business. If you want to join in on the fun, give me a call at 915-261-9193 or call Heather at 931-252-2689. Ad spots are filling up fast, so don't wait. Call us today.
Welcome back to Billy C. Rogers Stadium. Crunch time now in this ball game. Livingston leads 10-7. They have the ball 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line. McDonald in the pistol. He takes the snap, turn, hands off to Caleb Robinson. He's going to get hit as soon as he hits the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. This time goes under 9 minutes to play. Once again, LA leads 10-7. No points scored in this second half so far.
The defensive battle has definitely dominated the second half so far.
McDonald with 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Caleb Robinson behind him. He's running the play clock all the way down, and he takes the snap. He's looking left. His receiver's there. Catch is made up the sideline and near the first down marker. We'll see where they spot him. It'll be short. Wesley Smith on the reception. Nice pitch and catch from McDonald to Smith. It'll bring up 3rd and 2.
McDonald and Smith have been connected the whole way through, and that continues right there. Beautiful pitch and beautiful catch. Great job.
Senior to senior there. 3rd and 2. 8:25 left to go. Now, he does end up stepping out of bounds, so the clock stops during the huddle. Play clock down to 20. Important moment in the ball game here for both teams. 3rd and 2 from the 32-yard line. McDonald in the pistol. Blitz comes. Hands off to Robinson. He's hit and dropped in the backfield. The Upperman defense all over that one. So with 8:15 left to go in the game, the clock continues to roll. It's 10-7 in favor of LA. We'll see if Livingston, they look to be thinking about it, but they're going to send the punting unit out. The conservative, safe decision there. You don't want to give any chance to give these bees a short field.
Not with this much time, you don't, especially.
These defenses are just not breaking at all for either team. You're showing why these teams are both picked to have deep postseason runs by people who are watching them. They are two phenomenal football teams on each side. Snap a little bit high. It's caught by the punter, and he boots it away. McAllister standing deep. He's going to let it bounce. It bounces straight up into the air and is going to roll out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. That's where Upperman will take over. So let's set the stage. Livingston leads 10-7. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the final quarter of play. It's 1st and 10 Upperman on the 29-yard line.
Again, we thought this was going to be just a gunslinging, all-firepower offensive battle, and that's not to say that they haven't been present, but these defenses have just been so hirsute, they're not allowing anything to get past them.
Upperman went with some trickery on the last play. They almost had a touchdown pass just over the head of Daniel Metzger. McAllister back in the backfield, two backs to each side. He takes the snap, a little bit low. He picks it up. He's going to keep it himself up the middle. Livingston all over that one. They drive him back. Gain of 1 on the play.
This is number 30. You're going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9 as time continues to roll. 7:10 left to go in the ball game.
It's just these two nasty, it's almost like hair. No matter where you are, you're getting touched by it. There's just an arm waiting to grab you no matter where you are.
McAllister with Stewart to his left. He takes the snap. He's dropping the pass. It's a screen. It's caught on the outside, cutting upfield to the 25, to the 35, and to the 40, where he's taken down. Carter Shanks with the reception, and that's good enough for an Upperman B first down. Look at this Upperman offense. It's very interesting. It's a senior quarterback, but a whole lot of sophomores around him. Zach Stewart's a senior. Donovan McAllister's a senior, but outside of that, Daniel Metzger's a sophomore. You just saw there. That reception came at the hands of a sophomore. So a lot of Ty Duchess is a sophomore. A lot of sophomores on this team. 6:25 left to go in the game. It's 1st and 10 Upperman on the 41-yard line. Man in motion. Donovan takes the snap. He hands off up the middle to Stewart. He's going to get met by a host of Wildcats. And this Wildcat defense continues to stand tall on first down. Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8 as we near 6 minutes to go in the game.
Again, you mentioned a lot of sophomores, a lot of underclassmen, but at the same time, you do have that senior leadership, especially with Donovan McAllister, that can definitely elevate these guys to play above where you may think they would be right now.
McAllister in the shotgun. He's got a receiver out to his right side. He takes the snap. He's rolling to his right. Receiver is there, and it's almost intercepted. The pass gets away from McAllister. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. This Livingston Academy defense has just prevented Upperman from getting in any sort of a rhythm, and that's no small feat. Livingston showing off that elite defense.
That speaks volumes about this LA defense. This Upperman offense is so high-powered, so able to hit you from every possible direction, and they've been stuck to these receivers, these possible ball carriers, like glue the entire game.
Important moment in the game here. 5:32 left to go. It's 3rd and 8. Upperman trails by 3. 2 receivers to Donovan McAllister's right, 1 to the left. He sends a man in motion, takes the snap. Handoff goes around the outside. Turning upfield to the 45, some room to run to the 50. And that's good enough for an Upperman B first down. Carter Shanks, the sophomore, brings it around on a nice play design, and it's 1st and 10 for Upperman. Upperman enters Livingston Academy territory with 5:20 left to go in the ball game.
It's a great crescent moon run here under the full moon to run parallel to the line, but make that turn at the last second to get some yardage.
Nice play by Carter Shanks, his second nice play of the drive. 1st and 10 now. McAllister takes the snap. Handoff goes to Stewart up the middle. He's hit as soon as he hits the line of scrimmage, and that's a familiar sight First down, no gain, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Maybe to the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss at 1.
That LA front seven has had Stewart's number all game. He's just not been able to get very far past the line of scrimmage.
We'll say a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Time continues to roll. Livingston has 2 timeouts left. Upperman has all 3. McAllister with Stewart to his left, and H-back down low. He takes the snap. Handoff goes to Stewart up the middle. He's still on his feet to the 45. Gets to the 40. Still rolling. 45. And finally taken down at the 34-yard line. Just as you say, they've been able to stop him down. Zach Stewart takes it up 16 yards for a first down.
Every time I say something, they turn around and just shove it right back in my face. Beautiful run through the tackles to just bring the defenders with him there by Zach Stewart.
Injured Wildcat on the field. We'll come back. 4:08 left to go in the ball game. It's 10-7 Livingston.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Buying a new vehicle can be stressful. Let our friends at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville help take some of that stress away. Their expert staff are ready to help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need. Visit them today at 1600 Interstate Drive in Cookeville or shop anytime online at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. T's Wig Galleria and Hair Accessories specializes in quality synthetic and human hair wigs and hairpieces. T's Wig Galleria has a wide selection of wigs, hats, scarves, sleep caps, wig stands, hair care products, and accessories in all price ranges. Located at 29 East 1st Street in Cookeville, they are proud to serve this community. Visit them Tuesday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. or call them at 931-303-1301 to make an appointment today.
People here see him as a human being with dreams and aspirations and have helped him move toward fulfilling, actually reviving some of those dreams.
At Signature Healthcare, we are committed to helping dreams come true. Come live your purpose at Signature Healthcare.
Welcome back to Baxter. An injured player is down on the field for Livingston Academy. 4:08 left to go in the ball game. It's 10-7 in favor of LA. A 16-yard rush by Zach Stewart gives Upperman a 1st and 10 at about the 34-yard line. Unsure of who the injured player is at the moment. Haven't been able to get a look at his number. When we know, we'll bring it to you. But JK, when you look at the game script right now, 4:08 left to go in the ball game. It's a 3-point deficit for Upperman, 3-point lead for Livingston. Maybe the Bees running out of time here to put a drive together. They need to score on this one if they want a chance. You know that Livingston Academy defense will sell out to keep them out of the end zone.
Oh, that Livingston Academy defense has been so sturdy so far. But at the same time, like you said, Upperman, they pretty much are running out of time. They were taking it very slow to begin with, but they've got to kind of get it rolling a little bit here because they're running out of time very quickly.
Injured players still down on the field, so we'll come back in a few moments. Stay with us through the break. We'll come back when the injured players back up. Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation is a regional nonprofit helping local residents of the Upper Cumberland struggling with disease, sickness, or injury. Be a blessing today. Please give to help patients in our community. 100% of gifts may be restricted to a charitable program or to a specific fund like the Cancer Care Fund, Heart Fund, Hospice Fund, or Pediatric Fund. Our foundation is compassionate care. Your gift helps us heal. Learn more or give online at www.cookvilleregionalcharity.org. Injured player back up to his feet and walking off under his own power is number 71, Carson Smith, the senior lineman. So as we get back to football here after that lengthy break, 4:08 left to go in the game. It's 10-7 in favor of Livingston. Upperman now beginning to drive a bit, though, down to the 34-yard line. Appeared that Carson Smith walked off under his own power, appeared to be okay. You hate to see an injury at this level. McAllister in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He play fakes, holds it himself up the middle. He's going to get hit by a host of Wildcats and taken down after we get him about 3. And a cleat has been thrown off about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3:51 left to go in the game as the clock continues to roll here. 3 timeouts left for the Bees, 2 timeouts left for the Wildcats. Livingston leads by 3. This game has completely lived up to the hype, and it's a phenomenal finish on tap. Hit that share button. If your family and friends like football, they're going to want to watch the end of this game. It's setting up for a phenomenal finish. McAllister in the shotgun. 2 receivers right. Stewart with the backfield. 2nd and 7. McAllister takes the snap. Handoff goes to Zach Stewart. He's hit as soon as he crosses the line of scrimmage, taken down immediately to the 30-yard line. And now a very important 3rd and 5 play for both teams.
Clock will probably be under 3 minutes by the time the snap is taken. This could be a backbreaker for Upperman if they can't get the chains here.
You're right, clock just did tick under 3 minutes to go. They do have all 3 timeouts, but you know when you get this far in to their territory, if you're Upperman, you want to convert on these drives because this Livingston Academy defense hasn't given up hardly anything all game long. McAllister, jumbo set into the game. He takes a snap. Now he's rolling out to the right side. He's trying to run the entire way. Cuts back upfield in the middle. He's hit. Still on his feet. Spins forward. Puts the ball out. He gets about 3 on the play, but that's short of the first down marker. Livingston all over it. It'll be 4th and 2. And this appears to be out of straightforward field goal range. So with 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game, Upperman's going to have to go for it. And this could be the play of the game here. And Upperman may like to call a timeout, but we'll see what they do here. Upperman is just going to call a timeout with 2:12 left to go in the game. We're not going to go anywhere. We'll do all the commercials unless we go to overtime. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left to go in the ball game. Livingston leads 10-7. And it's a 4th and 2 upcoming for Upperman, and that has been no small feat, getting 2 yards against this stout Livingston Academy defense.
Either way, especially those guys in the middle, they are big, and they are not going to be moved easily. We've seen Zach Stewart's really only broken 1 big run so far on them. They are not, if you're going to rush it, you're going to have to give it all you've got. This is not going to be a defense that is just going to bend all of a sudden. We've seen it time and time again. LA absolutely steps up their defense when they have to, and this is, at this point, 2:12 on the clock, this is probably the ball game if they can stop them here. And likewise for Upperman, this is absolutely a must-do conversion.
After the timeout, Upperman at 2 timeouts, Livingston Academy to 2 timeouts. It's 10-7 in favor of the Wildcats. 4th and 3 really upcoming. They spot him back about 3 yards away from the first down marker. Coach Adam Kane has put the big boys into the game. Zach Stewart, Donovan McAllister. We'll see what this Livingston Academy defense does about it. McAllister in the shotgun. Stewart to the left. 2 receivers out to each side. And a flag is going to be thrown here. And it's going to be too many men. An illegal procedure called against Upperman, and that is a huge call. That backs him up 5 yards.
Wow.
And that is a huge call for Upperman.
That may be an absolutely fatal miscommunication right there.
Illegal substitution called against Upperman. So now it's 4th and 8, and a 4th and manageable becomes 4th and a bit longer now for Upperman. 2:12 left to go in the game. Penalties just backbreaking to Upperman so far. McAllister with Stewart on his left, and then he motions him over to the right. Timeout's going to be called on the field by Livingston Academy.
Timeout Upperman.
Pardon, they're going to go timeout Upperman here, so Upperman's going to burn another timeout, and that then makes this a must-make conversion because there's only 2:12 left in the game. Livingston Academy is getting close to time where they could just take knees. This is the play of the game upcoming right now for both these squads.
That's why we've got both teams calling timeouts back to back to back. They've both got to be absolutely perfect on this. Of course, Upperman's got to be a little bit more perfect as of now, getting backed up 5 yards, but that's not to say we've seen them. They can still get this done. But at the same time, that is going to be a tall order against this Livingston defense.
And JK, we build this game as the game of the year. I think it's absolutely lived up to the hype. And one thing is sure, these are 2 phenomenal football teams that have a potential to go very far in the postseason.
I don't even have a dog in this fight, and my heart's pounding.
4th down and 7 for Upperman. They're on the 32-yard line. 1 receiver out to the right, 2 to the left. Zach Stewart and McAllister in the backfield. Livingston content to play man coverage on the outside. McAllister takes the snap. He's rolling out to his left side. He's looking deep downfield. He's hit as he throws. He throws it deep downfield. It's going to get over everybody. Intercepted.
Oh.
Wesley Smith makes the catch. Wesley Smith returning it to the 5, to the 10, still on his feet, 15, 20. And he finally gets blasted out of bounds. And what a play. Wesley Smith with the interception. And Livingston Academy now has the ball and the lead. 1:58 left to go in the ball game.
Wesley Smith been a key catalyst in this LA offense so far. He makes the absolute, just the ice in his veins interception there to more than likely seal this
McAllister
for LA.
hit as he throws. He's airmails the pass, just unable to step into that throw with the pressure in his face, and he gets over the head of his intended receiver, Daniel Metzger. It's intercepted by Wesley Smith, and now LA, with 1:58 left to go in the game, has the ball on the 26-yard line. Upperman only has one timeout. A first down wins the game for Livingston Academy. Snap taken. Handoff goes to Robinson. He's hit. He shakes off a couple of tackles. Upperman's looking to strip the ball. A nice run by Caleb Robinson. Clock begins to roll. They have one timeout left. Looks like they're content to save it till third down. The Upperman defense looked in there looking for the fumble. Robinson shakes them all off and gets a big gain of 7 yards.
This is absolutely when you have to be going for the peanut punch, clawing at the ball, doing whatever you can to get that ball out of Livingston's hands.
Clock continues to roll. Livingston just going to roll it down. 12. They're going to run the clock all the way down. Clock's going to be at about 1:10 when they have to snap the ball. McDonald takes the snap, turns, handoff goes to Robinson. He wants to cut outside. He's going to get tripped up and taken down in the backfield. Third down upcoming. The play clock's not running. Now it does run. There's a 19-second discrepancy between the play clock and the game clock, and Livingston Academy now closing in on perhaps a win tonight at Upperman. If my math is correct, that would mean Upperman would get the ball with about 10 seconds left if they were able to get a stop here. Livingston Academy can end the game with a first down.
And they've got 2 chances to go for one.
Going to run the clock all the way down, 5 seconds. They may just elect to take the timeout here. They run the clock down as far as it can go. They do. And 20 seconds to go in the game. Timeout Livingston Academy. So one more play for LA. Upperman can call a timeout, but 20 seconds to go. Options running out. A flag is thrown on the field late.
Oh.
And we'll see who this goes against. If this goes against Upperman, this game is over.
Mm-hmm.
The official back deep threw a flag. I'm not sure what happened with this one, but this is a big-time call here.
Deep well after the timeout as well.
Officials come over and talk to Adam Kane. And this looks like it's going to go against Upperman, and that would end the game. Still waiting on the call. 20 seconds to go in the game. Livingston leads 10-7. As we stand, it's 3rd and 6, but a penalty flag has been thrown, and if it goes against Upperman, this game's over.
It appears that McAllister, walking back to the huddle, may have said something to the back judge as he passed him.
Coach Adam Kane, the head official, still talking. The flag's sitting on the field. 3rd and 5. Still waiting on the call from the official.
And the teams
if
are lined
this
up.
goes against Upperman, there is going to be some serious unhappiness in these stands in front of us.
Oh, yeah.
Officials having a long discussion. Livingston begins to celebrate. This looks like it's going against Upperman, and that would end the game. Livingston continues to celebrate. Still no official word. And it's going to go against Upperman. It's going to be a penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Bees. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. And Livingston Academy will be able to take a knee and win the game.
Not the way Upperman wanted to end it, but again, nothing to be ashamed of for either of these teams. A fantastic performance all around.
And they will come out in the victory formation. One kneel down for Will McDonald.
Game of the year so far, definitely.
McDonald takes the knee, and time will run out, and the ball game is over. Livingston Academy defeats. Oh, timeout's going to be called by Coach Kane. Timeout called by Upperman, so they're going to make them snap it one more time with 18 seconds left in the game.
I guess that previous timeout was called by Livingston. I thought it was by Upperman.
This game had everything. Defense, some great offensive plays. It's going to be a final of 10-7 in favor of Livingston Academy. And the Wildcats are going to move to 4-0 on the season. Upperman will fall to 3-1, but as you mentioned, two phenomenal teams. It's a non-region game, so both these teams at the end of the year, it's not going to impact their seeding, but they both wanted to get a win tonight. LA came on the road to Baxter and did what they needed to do to get a win and go to 4-0 on the year.
And you said a big fight, Phil. This was definitely a big fight, Phil. This was a big fight, and that's what we got, a fight. Neither one of these teams was willing to give anything to the other, and they fought till the very end to secure and to protect.
One more kneel down for Will McDonald. McDonald takes the snap, kneels down, and that will do it. Livingston Academy comes on the road and gives Upperman their first regular season loss in the last 2 years. Livingston Academy gets it done, 10-7. These teams will shake hands. It's a rivalry game, but they'll show some sportsmanship. Livingston Academy celebrates, and they have good reason to. They come on the road, get it done in Baxter. That is no small feat. They go to 4-0 on the season. Upperman falls to 3-1. Looking ahead to next week, Upperman goes back into the region and plays at Cannon County. Livingston Academy has another rivalry game at Stone Memorial. Once again, Livingston Academy gets it done 10-7. I want to thank you for spending your Friday night with us. Make sure you join us next Friday night. We'll be up the mountain at Monterey from Monterey against Pickett County. I am Noah McKay for J.K. McMillan and Hope Little on camera. Thank you so much for spending your Friday with us. Livingston Academy gets it done 10-7. We'll be right back. Have a great week, everybody.